WIAA High School Hockey on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
There's a chance for the Hilltoppers. Ebner right up the slot. He'll go to the backhand, shoot, and score! Shot to goal. Ian Earp with a perfect dish set on the table by John Gargaro. Blank now for the blue line. To Earp. Earp on the doorstep. Shot to goal. What a setup. Tap, nice touch pass. Bingham to Tap from the far circle. He shoots and scores. Hudson, his shot. Wrister off the glove of Severson. Picked up on the other side. Out in front is Tap, and he scores. Here's Circle. Turnaround shot goes through the pads. Bingham scores again. Bryce Bingham takes it off the corner. Now from the far circle, a shot and a goal.
Welcome to WIAA High School Hockey on the Cooley Region Sports Network. This afternoon, the DC Everest Evergreens are in town to do battle with the MVC leading Onalaska Hilltoppers. All of today's tilt on CRSN is presented to you by Cole Coble Allstate Insurance Agency of Onalaska. You're in good hands with Allstate. Smokey's Bar and Grill in Holman and Spillway Pub in Onalaska, home of the Monster Mug. Cooley Bank, bank with confidence. Culligan of La Crosse, better water, pure and simple. Builders Flooring, flooring experts so you don't have to be. Jones Construction, call Phil for your home improvement project today, 386-8292. High School Hockey on CRSN is also brought to you by AAA Junior Chill, Ebner Properties, proud supporter of Cooley Region Athletics, Howie's on La Crosse, the ultimate sports viewing venue, Western Wisconsin Blue Devils AAA Hockey, 2013 I-Cup champions, and Radio 1 Broadcast School. Check them out online at radio1school.com. Welcome to the Allstate Insurance Cole Coble Agency of Onalaska pregame show. Auto, home, business, and life, you're in good hands with Allstate. Call Cole at 608-402-4218 for your insurance needs. Now, here with the call from the Beaver Builder Supply Studio at the Omni Center in Onalaska, Wisconsin, Rick Franke and Timmy Culp.
Good afternoon and welcome to High School Hockey on the Cooley Region Sports Network. Rick Franke along with Timmy Culp as we get set for a good one. Final 3 games for the Onalaska Hilltoppers. DC Everest is in today for this matinee. And then it's the West Salem Panthers. And then finally, you finish up with U School. 3 tough teams to close out the season for the Hilltoppers to gear up for the playoffs, Timmy.
Yeah, this is a time that you need to get everything, all your ducks in a row. Get your line set and get yourself ready to take a run for the sectionals and the regionals and sectionals here.
DC Everest coming off a tough 3-2 loss to Wausau West. The Warriors beat them 3-2, and it was Avery Allard who had a goal and assist for the Evergreens, as did Chris Babiars. It was Michael Moe stopping 31 of 34 shots. Now, the record on the season, 11-9-0. But you look at that record, and it's kind of misleading because they play in the Wisconsin Valley Conference, a very, very tough conference. And you have to say this, Timmy. We watched Wisconsin Rapids play here against the Avalanche Co-op, and boy, they were impressive, and they beat them. Did the Evergreens 5-4. They did lose the first time 4-0. To look at Rapids and their record at 19-2-0, we saw how good that first line is.
Yeah, and not only that, this DC Everest team, they're playing they've played 4 different ranked teams so far this year, top 10 teams, and they've got a pretty decent schedule and a strong schedule. So yeah, it's going to be it's one of those things. And we even talking to Coach Ebner, he knows that this is going to be the true test going into the sectionals and regionals.
To draw kind of a comparison of teams that they have each played. The Hilltoppers lost a 6-4 game here at the Omni Center to Fond du Lac Springs. They're 14-7-0, and it was the Evergreens knocking off Fond du Lac Springs earlier in the season, 4-2. They also played tight with Wausau West, losing that game 3-2 just recently and 2-0 prior to that. And West basically leads the Wisconsin Valley with a 9-0 conference record, 15-4-0 overall. A very, very tough ranked team.
I think one of the things that you're going to have to, Coach Ebner is going to have to be worried about with this team, though, is this Wisconsin Rapids game, that DC Everest played. I mean, they played them really good. They beat them in overtime 5-4, and, that's a strong team, top 5 team. They're 7 now. They were in the top 5 for a while, and Then also going and giving Wausau West a good run for their money and losing that one to 2-3, which is the fourth-ranked team in the state of Wisconsin.
I refer to them as D-strong without any question and experience. 8 seniors, 12 juniors, 1 sophomore and 2 freshmen, and a goaltender with experience. The senior netminder, his name is Michael Moe. He's a big netminder at 6 foot, 180 pounds. His record on the season, 11-9-0, same as the record of the team. Again, not as evident as the 2.19 goals against average, the .914 save percentage, and 2 shutouts against opponents in that very tough conference.
Well, you've seen a lot of shots, according to their statistics on WisPrep Hockey. You've seen 512 shots so far this year. That's quite a bit of shots, and he's that .914 save percentage. He's keeping this team in it. It seems like, especially against a pretty strong schedule. This
team does not have 1 goal scoring leader. They have 3 tied for the top spot, all with 11. And you look at Michael Plaza, who has 11 goals, 8 assists, 19 points, and a plus 12. You look at these plus minuses on this team, pretty impressive. And then you got to talk about Chris Babieres. And, this is a kid who's a junior, going to be back again next year, 11 goals, 14 assists, 25 points, and 3 game winners with a plus 13. Those are pretty solid numbers altogether.
Yeah, and like you said, this is pretty much a fairly senior team that's going up against a Hilltopper team that's a mix of seniors, juniors, freshmen, and sophomore, and that might be a factor in this game is going to be experience.
And I misled you. It's just 2 with 11 goals, but you got to add Avery Allard in there, who's a very, very talented puck mover. Yes, 5 goals, 13 assists, and a guy who will get things going on the power play. But their power play has not been as good as I'm sure Coach Dan Van Slyke would like it, at just 11% effective rate, and the penalty kill at 80.7. Now the Hilltoppers, they're coming in 16-3-0, and when you look at who they've played this season, we were having a conversation before we started the pregame, Timmy, and the loss to Fond du Lac Springs, the loss to Middleton, and the loss to Waunakee, those all games that were lost here at home against teams with records that, if not winning records, at least close in the case of Middleton, but key wins. They did beat River Falls on the road. They did beat Regis at 16-3-0, which was a big, big win. That was a 3-1 victory. And then Baraboo Portage at 13-5-0. They won that game 5-3. All those wins, though, coming on the road, all those losses coming at home.
Yeah, and I think what it really means, though, is that, this team can play pretty much anywhere, I think. The Hilltoppers are a fairly experienced team, even though quite young compared to this DC Everest team. But, they can pretty much play anywhere, I think, and I don't think that really bothers them at all.
They certainly have had the scoring punch this season. Ian Earp, he leads the MVC in goals, and he's tied for the lead in the entire state in power play goals. He's got 9 power play goals. His numbers in the season, 25 goals, 16 assists, 41 points, and he does have a couple of game winners to add along with that. Other key players, Caleb Blank at the blue line offensively with 11 power play assists on the season, 23 assists overall, 8 goals, 31 points. Luke Tepp leads the team, the senior. He is leading the MVC in scoring as well as the team with 24 goals, 20 assists, 44 points, 4 game winners on the season. And then, of course, you also have to throw in Bryce Bingham, who's been very, very productive as well. And then Bennett Hudson, he's been good. I mean, they're deep offensively.
Yeah, and I also think, though, in the defensively, too, though, they've been playing very smart defensively. John Gargaro, he's stepped up immensely this year, and he's been a great asset to this Hilltopper team. I do think this is the smartest I've ever seen him play this year. I mean, top to bottom.
Absolutely agree. And Joe Witz is going to need that. I mean, we've watched Joe. Joe can be on, Joe can be off, and it's going to be key for Joe to have a good game here this afternoon.
Yeah, and it's not, and I hate to say this, it's not uncommon for him to let a little leaker go in every once in a while. I don't know if that's part of a concentration aspect that he has with him, or what it is, or he just doesn't see the puck, or what. I don't know, but it's unfortunate, though. He does every once in a while let something in go past him that he just probably should have saved.
Well, the bottom line, Timmy, is the Hilltoppers win if they can hold teams under 5 goals. If they give up 5 or more, then they lose the game. That's just how it's been.
And that's going to be tough against this DC Everest team, it's a very smart team. Both teams are pretty smart. They don't get into penalty problems, and I think they really know how to spread the puck out and work the puck deep also.
This is the All-State Insurance Co-Coble Agency of Onalaska pregame show. We'll be back with more of it coming up in just a little bit.
Cleaning Removing hard water spots takes time and effort. Be sure your water softener is working properly. Your Culligan man can make sure any brand water softener is working by performing a 10-point inspection. For this special offer, call and say, "Hey, Culligan man."
If the world's getting smaller these days, then why do you still search and search for your ATM? Because every time you want your money, another bank's ATM eats some of it. Introducing Kasasa, where you get refunds on ATM fees and other rewards like cash, just for using your free checking account. Make any ATM your ATM. Kasasa, carried locally at Cooley Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Bring the whole family to the next Cooley Region Chill hockey game for family fun at the fastest game in town. For game schedule and tickets, go to crchill.com. Home games played at the Onalaska Omni Center.
Even a high-efficiency dishwasher can't remove spots from your glasses if you have hard water, but a Culligan high-efficiency water softener can. It saves you up to 46% on operating costs. For this special offer, call and say, "Hey, Culligan man."
Do you ever count people talking on their cell phones while driving? It's pretty scary. But what about scary behavior you can't see? A recent study says that 1 in 7 drivers doesn't have car insurance. If one hits you, are you covered? Don't hope so. Know so. Call an Allstate agent today for a free Good Hands coverage checkup. Are you in good hands?
Get your free Good Hands coverage checkup. Call Onalaska Allstate agent Cole Coble today. 608-402-4220. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Calling all area youth hockey players. This is AJ Degenhardt, head coach and general manager of the NAHL Cooley Region Chill. I want you to be a part of the Chill, and now as a local youth hockey player, you can. Come try out for our Junior Chill AAA spring summer teams or get involved with our hockey developmental programs. We are committed as a coaching staff to help area youth develop their hockey skills.
For more information, go to crchill.com. The Junior Chill AAA, a great coaching staff, great player development, a great experience.
Jones Construction, specializing in residential remodeling. If it is in or on your house, Jones Construction can fix it, update it, or add on to it. Kitchens and bathrooms, countertops and backsplashes, windows and doors, siding and decks, you name it, Jones Construction can do it. Owner-operator means hands-on from start to finish. Fully licensed and insured with over 20 years experience. Contact Phil with Jones Construction today, 608-386-8292.
Builders Flooring in Onalaska is the place to go for the best selection of wood flooring, tile, natural stone, carpet, laminate, and vinyl. Builders Flooring is conveniently located at 1009 2nd Avenue Southwest, just north of Nutbush in Onalaska. The expansive showroom is open to the public Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, or by calling 608-779-5366 for a special after-hours or weekend appointment. Builders Flooring in Onalaska is a proud supporter of Cooley Region Athletics. Builders Flooring, flooring experts, so you don't have to be.
Smokey's Bar and Grill in Holman is the place to be any day of the week with great food and drinks, dynamic atmosphere, and awesome entertainment.
Visit Nora at Smokey's and take advantage of their great lunch specials and these awesome dinner specials. Prime Time Prime Rib Mondays, $1.50 wings on Tuesdays, tacos on Wednesdays, buck burgers on Thursdays, and prime rib sandwiches on Fridays. Right now through Valentine's Day, come to Smokey's on Wednesdays and enjoy some karaoke and also qualify for a trip to Jamaica. Check out Smokey's Facebook fan page for updates on upcoming entertainment.
Smokey's on 112 Mill Street in Holman. It's your place no matter where you're from.
High school hockey on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Rick and Timmy from the Beaver Builders Supply Studio at the Omni Center in Onalaska, Wisconsin, as we get set for high school hockey matinee style here on the Cooley Region Sports Network. DC Everest Evergreens taking on the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Again, the records 11-9-0 for the Evergreens. For the Hilltoppers, 16-3-0. Hilltoppers will be in their whites with the purple breezers. We talk about that power play on our Facebook page, kind of previewing the game. And they are the purple goalie eaters on the power play, nearly 50% effective. So that's about half. If you flip a coin, they're going to score a power play goal, right?
Yeah, that's something DC Everest is definitely going to have to be prepared for, and I'm sure that this that this team will be. I mean, this is a well-prepared team, and they definitely they know what's going on.
Let's have it go down to our public address announcer with the introduction. And Mr. Witz with a fantastic job as always, Timmy. You got to love that sound. It's Wayne Mesmer-like at the old Chicago Stadium before the Blackhawks games. That's the way he sounds.
And it's not even recorded. That's him live every single time. It's nice to have somebody do that, every single time live. It's awesome.
It's fantastic. I know he's done it a couple of times for the Chill games, too. And, of course, they have different people come each time. And, part of that, of course, with the Chill is to bring more people and get more bodies into the seats to see people perform. And we've seen a wide variety there as well.
Yes, we have. Some good and, and some okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't never say that singing the national anthem is bad because, just going out there and doing it, they've got the guts a heck of a lot more than I do, that's for sure.
Well, I understand that tomorrow, Timmy, they're going to be doing the seeding meetings. At least that's what I understood from Tim Ebner. And so this is the last game
before, to be a fly on the wall on that.
Before they argue about who gets what in terms of the sectional. And it'll be interesting how it all plays out.
I heard those meetings can be fun sometimes.
I have my predictions. I did my bracket.
Yeah, I actually have my bracket. I printed out a bracket today. I was going to do mine today also. So.
Again, now I don't know, Timmy, if Warren Buffett's going to give me $1 billion if I'm 100% correct or not. But
did you do the whole state, or did
no,
you
I just did ours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the whole state maybe gets you $1 billion. We're underway here at the Omni Center. Hilltoppers with control of the puck. They'll work it up center. Nice pass to Bennett Hudson from the near circle. Shot on net, saved by Mo. Rebound, another save by Mo. And I'm not talking the Three Stooges. That's the name of the netminder. Michael Mo, a senior, with a 2.19 goals against average, 2 shutouts, a 9.14 save percentage. So the Hilltoppers come out strong with the first attack.
Yeah, Hilltoppers, I think that's probably one of the game plans that Coach Ebner probably talked to his team about, just coming out and attacking right away.
And the Hilltoppers come out with the Lubinsky line now. Quick change there for Coach Tim Ebner. That puck picked up at the blue line. It comes off a couple of sticks. Now chased back here for the Hilltoppers. It's Ian Earp. Earp dropped it back. Now Cody Hogum sends it behind the net. Gargaro sent it up right wing towards the net and the stick of Joe Witz. He pushed it end boards. Hogum tying up his guy. Pass up to Earp, but the Evergreens there to knock it back behind the net. That was Avery Allard. On the stick of Grant Dennis, now the Hilltoppers. Hogum sends it back to the corner. Brendan Gargaro then sent it back to Hogum. Hogum off the glass far side. It'll get all the way back into the Evergreen zone, picked up by Ian Earp. Earp will try to center it. He's got Ebner. Shot that one up high, but a nice pass there by Earp. Hilltoppers from the far point, dropped down by Earp. They want a line change. Ebner and Earp go off. Gargaro puts it towards the net, wide off the end dasher. Bingham sends it along the end boards. Just a little too far for Luke Tepp to catch up with. That puck is knocked down by a glove of the Evergreens, top of the far circle. That's Avery Allard. Allard with the puck, backhands it into the Hilltopper zone. He'll get off for a change. That's sent by Caleb Blank all the way back into the neutral zone, then dropped back in by DC Everest. Here come the Hilltoppers rushing up right wing. Caleb Blank sent it in off the near corner boards. And Tepp tries to pick it up there, locked up by Derek Tomczyk. Hits the stick of Michael Moe, and now the defense picks it up. Bryce Dively sent it up right wing. Here's the Evergreens having their pocket picked at the center circle by Tyler Ebner. Ebner crossed the line. Couple good stick handling moves to the corner. Now along the end boards, he hustles to the corner. And they get locked up stick to stick, and it looks like it might be a penalty coming up here. Got an arm raised, and Hogum will touch it, and that will stop play. I believe they're going to call Tyler Ebner. He tries to get into the bench, but they're going to open the door for him. I kind of thought it might be, and that was the case. So the Evergreen's going to go to the power play. Talked about it in the pregame. Just 11% effective. The Hilltopper penalty kill at 90.5% effective so far this year.
Yeah, the Hilltoppers doing a great job pressing DC Everest in the neutral zone and really disrupting the puck and actually gaining good control in the neutral zone, but unable to really do much when they get the puck deep in their own zone.
Here's the feed to the high slot. Shot just wide there by Allard. Allard will almost hold that in, but it gets past his stick. Now Bingham and Allard go back to the DC Everest blue line. Pass comes off the right wing and whacked at there by Gargaro. Controlled now by DC Everest. Pass up to Tomzik. Tomzik will drop it across the line as it went past Caleb Blank. Chasing behind the net is Plaza. He couldn't get to it. Now the Hilltoppers knock it ahead. Tap tried to pick it, but there was Allard with a nice move with his stick to get it off to the left wing. Dumped in there by Plaza. Puck comes behind the net. Gargero there first for the Hilltoppers. Now there's Michael Plaza again. He'll drop it off to Tomzik. Tomzik back behind the net. It'll be sent now top of the far circle. Moving with it is Babiars. Now they'll set back to the point. High slot shot there by Allard. Saved by Joe Witz. And that was blocked by the stick of Tep. Bounced right next to him. He didn't know where it was. That is Michael Plaza. Fed it back to Borrell. That shot bounced off Joe Witz. Trickling in front, and it goes in. Right before the net came off the moorings. A power play goal for DC Everest. A hopping puck, and Joe did not know where it was, and it crossed the line before the net got knocked off.
Yeah, the puck actually jumped up and actually came down right in front of him. Unable to pick up the puck after it kind of went up above his head, went straight up, but came right back down. Had enough English on it where it rolled right between him, right five holes. So unfortunate there for Joe Witz. It looked like he made the initial save, but unable to contribute on the second part of it.
Tough to pick up, but I think that was Chris Babiars. And if so, that would be his 12th goal of the season on the power play. That would be his third power play goal. We'll wait to hear what the public address announcer says. Puck inside the DC Everest zone. Hilltoppers trying to gain possession, and they do. They have it right now as Griffin Trainer went down, though, and maybe going to get a call here on DC Everest.
Yeah, DC Everest going to go to the box for tripping there, number 24, it looks like. Can you move that back just a little bit there? The antenna? Yeah. Thank you.
I don't know, sign language. I wasn't sure what you wanted. Can you move that? That you were pointing, you wanted me to look at a fan. I wasn't sure. Face off at the near circle inside the DC Everest zone. And that is Allard giving it a ride behind the net, but not out. John Gargero feeds Caleb Blank now. Power play for the Hilltoppers just underway. Wrist shot saved there by Mo as he kicked it out.
Great save, too.
He's got the old school pads.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Sent back behind the net.
Less maintenance, too.
Yes. Here come the Hilltoppers working it left wing. Allard gets there first. Fed back to the point. Caleb Blank. Down low, Earp back to Blank. Blank shot gets blocked by a stick. That was Chris Babiars in front and knocked it up and out of play. 12:17 left here in the first period. 1-0 DC Everest. A power play goal to get things started.
Now the Hilltoppers just need to, almost kind of being a little too cute maybe with this power play, but maybe just need to work the puck and try to get more pucks in the net, just like that.
That shot goes up off the glass wide. It was Plaza credited with the goal from Allard and Borrell. Like I said, bouncing puck, tough to pick it up. Centering pass there knocked away by the DC Everest defense. Caleb Blank with it now. The high slot works it to the near circle. Tyler Ebner skates back with it and sends it across ice. Here's a send in front by Caleb Blank, but Earp couldn't get the shot off. Here's Gargero. John sends it down low. Ian Earp with it now. Power play still rolling. From the high slot, Gargero's shot is blocked in front. And the Evergreens able to clear it down all the way. Joe Witz comes out near side of the net. 38 seconds left on the Hilltopper power play, trailing 1-0. Dumped all the way in. Did touch a DC Everest stick, so no icing there. Bennett Hudson feeds the far point. Brendan Gargero back to Hudson. Hudson down low. They'll work it back to the point. Top of the far circle. That one is off a body in front, not a play by Brendan Gargero. He tried to wrist it in, but to no avail. 11:14 left here in the first period. 16 seconds left on the Hilltopper power play on that penalty by Bryce Dively.
The Hilltoppers are actually getting pucks towards the net right now. They didn't credit that a shot, I don't believe, that last shot there, but I thought Mo got a little piece of that. So, but they're definitely getting shots to the net right now.
Shots 4-2 in favor of the Hilltoppers. Coming back into their own end. That's Griffin Trainer to Hudson. Back to Trainer. Works it left wing. That was Brendan Gargero sending it in off the far corner. Puck comes near side. Allard and Bingham there.
Good kill by DC Everest.
The Evergreens were able to play, but they just turned the puck over, and Bingham had a chance there from the side of the net. Now on the rush. Upright wing with speed is Babillars. Then sent ahead to Borrell. Puck loose there in the far circle, though. Caleb Blank picks it up. His pass to Bingham connects. Bingham puts it through the legs of the defenseman, but now Michael Moe will just slap it back into the neutral zone. Caleb Blank now takes it in. Right wing, shot on net. Off the stick of Moe, steered to the near corner. Dively sent it up behind the net. Now it's Sackman. He didn't have it for long. Tomzik. And DC Everest will give it a ride. Knocked down with a glove of Caleb Blank. Blank sent it off back of his skate and right to the netminder. Moe, he'll cover it up, stopping play with 10:03 left here in the first period. 1-0 DC Everest. Again, the goal scored by Michael Plaza. Plaza scores his 12th goal of the season, takes over the team lead. The assist went to Avery Allard and Brady Borrell.
No, we're only 5 minutes into this game, though, but 7 minutes into this game. We're definitely being treated to a decent game right now.
Without question. Allard sends it to the corner. Hilltoppers going to get there first. That was Dakota Marcon there, and tumbling down was Ian Earp there at the blue line. Brendan Gargaro sends it on in. Moe holds it with his stick for Allard.
Ian Earp getting a little cross-check up to the chops there.
Allard now picks it back up, drops in the corner. Lubinski comes in with the body, and a quick shot there by Lass, and it doesn't get through traffic. Then a turnaround save by Moe, and another one comes out back behind the net, and the Hilltoppers trying to work it from the back of the net. Lubinski's shot trickles off the glove. Rebound sent in by Ian Earp on the doorstep. He picks up the garbage and makes no mistake. It's 1-1 with 9:19 left here in the first period. The Hilltoppers have put the pressure on.
Yeah, that was great work by that first line of the Hilltoppers there. Working the puck pretty good and utilizing their speeds to get to the open puck. There was a few chips. DC Everest was getting their little chips on the puck and disrupting their lanes, but just Hilltoppers right there just outworking them.
The Evergreens win the draw. That pass there by Tomzik bounced right off the back of the skate. Luke Tepnow with an opportunity top of the far circle. He gets bumped off the puck. And it looks like we've got a stoppage here. Played with a high stick is the call, and that will stop play here with 9:08 left in the first period. Now all even up at 1 goal apiece here from the Omni Center.
Yeah, the Hilltoppers, have the edge with the shots here, 8-2 right now. But the Hilltoppers right now are just outworking them.
DC Everest trying to find the puck there. That was Brady Borrell behind the net. Tomzik now picked up there by Dively. Dively sent it right wing, held in by the Hilltoppers, sent right out in front of the net. Now Borrell, centering pass, trying to connect on the breakaway to Plaza, but Joe Witz is wisely comes to the top of the crease and just covers things up with 8:43 left here in the first period. 8-3 the shots in favor of Onalaska. On the scoreboard, we're locked up at 1 apiece.
I'd have to say right now that the Hilltoppers have the edge with their legs. Definitely, like I said, outworking them and beating them to the pucks.
Allard sends it back behind the net. Borrell feeds the far point. Shot blocked there by Bryce Bingham. Now Plaza goes to his knees in the corner after taking a hit, and the Hilltoppers will flip it across the blue line slowly with the dump in. Here comes Allard towards the net. Glove save. Joe Witz takes no chances. There wasn't really anyone in the area, but he was going to hang on to that one. They probably could have made him drop it.
Yeah, it was also kind of a little knuckleball there, too. It could have pretty much ended up anywhere.
Face off of the near circle. 8:17 left here in the first period. 1-1 the score. Glad you could be with us here on the Coulee Region Sports Network, a matinee version of high school hockey. Centering pass by Griffin Trainer went off a body, back the other direction. Here comes DC Everest. And shot on net, kind of handcuffed Joe Witz as it was put on target by Matthew Janke. Now the Hilltoppers the other direction. Chance for a 2-on-1, but broken up there by Sackman. And then dumped in by the Hilltoppers. They want a line change. Avery Allard takes it up left wing, dumps it in.
And definitely icing there.
Yeah, they called that as soon as he dumped it in. So the faceoff coming back towards Michael Moe. 7:43 left here in the first period.
Yeah, he definitely could have skated that up just a little bit. That forward line was still caught out there for quite some time. They did need a change, but I think he probably could have done that without icing the puck there. But, it is what it is, I guess.
Earp's goal, scored at 7:41, is his 26th of the season, assisted by Tyler Ebner and Austin Lubinsky. Here's Tomczyk. Now sent up right wing. Could be a 2-on-1 opportunity here as Grant Dennis now picks it up. Dennis goes behind the net. Centering pass to the high slot, kick to the stick now. That is Sackman. And then it was sent down into the corner by Dively and works back up to the far point. Right there's Tomczyk. Tomczyk's wide with his shot. Hilltoppers will come collect it right wing. Earp, though, has his pass intercepted, dumped in by Bryce Dively. The Hilltoppers do the same thing, send it into the neutral zone. Luke Tepp, though, gets separated from the biscuit. And a big collision there as Tepp goes right back after it with Burrell.
They're going to feel those ones in the fillings.
No doubt. Bennett Hudson goes to the wall with it, shovels it with a backhand into the Evergreen zone. Allard and Tepp go after it. Now Bingham comes in to help. Bingham from the corner to Tepp behind the net. Tepp then pushes down in front. Shot saved by Mo. Then the puck comes behind the net, controlled by the Evergreens. He'll take it up left wing with speed. That's Babiars. And some contact back behind the net is Caleb Blank trying to give him a good shot. Now Babiars again trying to center it, but the Hilltoppers were there. That shot just over the head of Jerry Rank. He had to duck there. Jerry, a big fella, he had to get down as fast as he could, or that would have taken him right out in the chop. 6:11 left here.
That was off the Cooley bank with confidence sign there.
It was. The puck does not have it on there like they do during the chill games, of course, but the wallboard up there is Cooley Bank, one of our great sponsors. Battle end boards. You see Everest will control. And picking up the loose garbage, sending it wide was Tomczyk. Hustling right now are the Evergreens. He's sent back behind the net. Brendan Gargaro goes for it for the Hilltoppers, but it's picked up there by Jaglinski. He'll try to go around in front with it, and Joe Witz will cover that one up. Actually, check that. That was not Jaglinski. That was Matthew Janke, 18 and 19. Tough to pick up on those sleeves sometimes when they're a little bit wrinkled up.
I made mention of this before we went on a broadcast. This DC Everest team is not great in size.
That's a screen right there, and Joe Witz finds it after it hits bodies in front. They were trying to set up that screen, and Joe was screened, but luckily that puck was stopped in front, and Joe just made sure to get out there quickly so that no one could poke it past him.
Yeah, and both teams are actually playing that, really trying to screen both goalies to try to get pucks to the net so they just can't see them.
1-1, 5:32 left here in the first period. Hilltoppers, a no-look pass off the wall by Ian Earp, and Gargaro sends it ahead. Here's Tyler Ebner. Ebner goes to his knees and then gets right back up. Ebner lost control of it there, though. He'll go to the corner with it. He'll come out in front. That's knocked away by the defense. Nicely played there in the slot by the Evergreens. Now a chance for a 2-on-1. They just dump it in, though, and get the line change. I don't think he knew what the numbers look like there at the line. Stretch pass here. Knocked across the line by Earp. He'll finish the change. Ebner's still out there, though, and Allard knocks it to the near corner to Tomczyk. There's Blank looking for a quick one to Ebner. Now that one's sent off the end boards wide.
Ebner pretty gassed, having a hard time getting off.
Well, he was the line changed a while ago. He was still in the forward zone. Here's Hudson, cross-ice pass off the far boards. John Gargaro could not get a handle on that one. Plaza sends it back to the point. That's Sackman. Sackman has to glove it after it was poked. And his shot is blocked. And again, Sackman will send it down low. Back behind the net, 4:26 left here in the first period, 1-1 the score. On the near side doorstep, nobody could get a clean shot on it. Picked up here by Babiar, sends it back to the point, and then it goes off a stick up and out of play with 4:16 left here in period number one. Shots 9-7 in favor of the Hilltoppers. 1-1 on the scoreboard. This is a darn good hockey game, Timmy.
Yeah, both teams exhibiting a very great speed right now. DC Everest has picked up the pace quite a bit since the Hilltoppers put that one on the board.
Way to get in the lane there by John Gargaro as he disrupted that play. Allard, his pass quickly picked off by Tepp and sent into the zone. Bingham will chase with speed. Bingham gets to the biscuit, though, has it poked away by Allard. Good work with the stick. He is a talented defenseman. Nice stretch pass. Oh, just comes right off the stick of Michael Plaza, and the Hilltoppers go back to claim it. Here's Brendan Gargaro. Line change for the Hilltoppers. Puck dumped in. Picked up by Austin Shiro. Now Oberweiser looked to try to feed it back to Griffin Trainer. Trainer taps it back. Oberweiser shot just wide off the end boards. Last tried to catch up, couldn't. Now the puck comes back to the blue line, picked up here by DC Everest.
Looks like we're going to have a penalty on the Hilltoppers.
Matthew Jenke takes it in. There will be a call coming up against the Hilltoppers, and now that they touch up the puck, it will be a DC Everest power play with 3:20 left here in the first period. They were successful on their first. And the penalty is going to go against Dakota Marcon, a junior defenseman. And 7 penalty minutes coming into this contest this afternoon. Give him 9 now.
Yeah, I think Dakota just kind of got caught up a little bit in his transition. And instead of moving his feet just a little bit quicker, I think he just got the stick out and tripped a DC Everest player.
Borrell feeds the point, but doesn't connect. And now Avery Allard has to go all the way back and meet with his goaltender, Michael Moe. He'll take the puck, set up the power play rush, and here he comes right up the slot. It was sent across by Plaza. Everyone whacking at it. Plaza picks it right back up, shot it right off the back of his own man. Now on the doorstep, a chance for a backhand, but couldn't pull the trigger. Babiars. Babiars with the biscuit now. Sends it back to Allard. High slot, shot block there as it was put right into Earp's leg. But Allard picks it right back up to Babiars. To Allard, sent wide. Might have caught Caleb Blank in front. He'll work it from the corner this time. Babiars sends it back down low. And work to the high slot again. Allard shot that one, just went wide as Caleb Blank was in front trying to keep Plaza from the screen. Shot again, hits a body in front before it gets to Joe. Plaza with it. Now from the far circle. Babiars works it back to Allard again. 40 seconds left on this DC Everest power play. They've held the puck inside the zone the entire time. Allard shot saved by Witz. Second one, Witz makes the save again. Joe is all over the place getting in front of the puck. Nice job.
Yeah, nice job by Joe Witz seeing the puck through traffic there.
They'll work it back again. This DC Everest power play is in control right now. Pass down low. Trying to set something up. Babiars. He'll spin now. The far circle, drops it down low again, trying to get towards the front of the net. That shot is blocked by Earp. Then he takes a shoulder and gets knocked down flat in the high slot. Now it's picked up by Tyler Ebner. That takes care of the DC Everest power play. Ebner will drop it in. They'll get a line change, get a breather, and put some fresh legs out there. Stretch pass to the neutral zone successful, then backhanded into the Hilltopper zone by Grant Dennis, and Joe Witz will cover it up for a little extra time to breathe here for the Hilltoppers after a very aggressive power play by DC Everest, now taking the shot lead here in the first period, 10-9.
Hey, kudos to Hilltopper defense there, stepping in front of a lot of pucks here. They took about five or six more attempts than the 2 or 3 shots that they did get on, and they're just stepping into lanes and blocking pucks, and that's what you got to do, and they kind of slowed their power play down.
Brendan Gargaro will chase to the end dasher and come near side with it. Getting some pressure from behind there by Isaac Shiro. Bryce Bingham tried to clear, couldn't. Bouncing puck. Picked up now by Brendan Gargaro. Gargaro will flip it, cross ice. Bennett Hudson wins the jump puck and dumps it on in. Picked up by the Evergreens behind their own net. They'll work it up the left side. Pass a little too far for Grant Dennis. Cody Hogum back to get it. He'll take a hit in the corner. He stays on his skates. Dennis and Hogum. Now the Hilltoppers, Bennett Hudson. Backhand pass off the near dasher, but Luke Tepp couldn't catch up with it. And that goes right up off the bench, and the good hands people on the bench for DC Everest. Impressive.
I would bet that's got to be their goalie coach.
I'm not sure who's who, but they've got, is it Dan Prigance, Mike Hankey, and Chad Persteiner. And I don't know which one is which because I've never met them before, but whoever that was had some quick hands off the wall.
If he is, he's a left-handed goalie.
No doubt about it.
Because he wears his glove on his right hand.
How about that? Sent to the corner. Earp trying to get to it. Couldn't. Now it's Allard over in the far corner here for the Evergreens. Worked it up to Plaza. Time runs out, though, on that rush.
Well,
and we got a great hockey game here. It's 1-1 after one. Shots 10-9 in favor of the DC Everest Evergreens in that period. We'll take a break, come back with your CRSN intermission report. We'll talk with Tim Ebner, the bench boss for the Onalaska Hilltoppers. That's up next here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Ebner Properties of La Crosse is a proud supporter of hockey in the Cooley region and a great state of Wisconsin. Whether it's at the youth, high school, AAA, elite, junior, or college level, furthering the growth of hockey is the mission. Ebner Properties would like to wish all of our area teams at all levels the very best this season. Remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Quote from the great one, Wayne Gretzky.
It's time for the CRSN Intermission Report, brought to you by the AAA Junior Chill. Now, here with the recap of the period, Rick Franke.
Oh, and a great period it was. Rick Franke, Timmy Kolb here from the Beaver Builders Supply Studio at the Omni Center in Onalaska, Wisconsin. Down on the bench is the head coach of the Hilltoppers, Tim Ebner. And, Coach, that was a fun period of hockey to watch. Some darn good high school hockey. We knew coming in that the Evergreens could play some solid defense, but on the Onalaska end of the ice, I thought not only did we come out with a better rush and more attack zone time overall in that period, minus the power plays that the Evergreens had. Joe Witz was outstanding in period number one. Your thoughts?
No, it was a good period. I think two good hockey teams going up and down the ice, moving the puck, not being real physical, which we didn't anticipate this would be a real physical game and stuff like that. So I thought 5-on-5 we were pretty good. We killed a lot off on the two penalties, but it's a matter of way too much zone time for them on their power play. We got to clear the zone so we can get some fresh legs out there.
Yeah, I noticed you were trying to get as many fresh legs during those penalty kills as you could, but boy, they kind of had you bottled up for a little bit. This is not what you would call a superstar offensive team, the Evergreens, but they have very sound passing. They were setting up their power play the way you'd like. You're kind of surprised at least I'm surprised that they're 11% effective so far this year.
Well, that 7, 14, and 16 are three really good forwards. We've had a chance to watch them play a couple times this year. They can skate well. They handle the puck well. They've got great hands. They can dangle a little bit and that kind of thing. So we just got to be aware of that. And then we got to be aware of the fly guy. They like to send those guys early. As soon as they get possession, that line of theirs is someone's coming out of the zone and going out. So we've got to make sure we're picking that up and picking pucks up.
Hey, Coach, you guys were doing really great through about the first. You guys controlled the puck for pretty much the first 5 or 6 minutes of the game there. Really disrupting the pucks, getting pucks, disrupting the pucks in there through their lanes in the neutral zone. And I'm really proud of what your Hilltoppers have done, especially on that last penalty kill there, stepping up in front of pucks. I mean, is that something you guys been working on so far this week, trying to do step in front of pucks a little bit more and just try to shut things down?
No, not really. It's hard to practice blocking shots. You don't want to get somebody hurt. And to be honest with you,
Timmy will volunteer for you.
Yeah, there you go. We actually don't practice penalty kill maybe 3 to 6 times a year. Maybe we'll work on a little bit of penalty kill. Penalty kill's all about being disciplined and blocking shots and getting in the lanes. It's nothing that you can't teach off a video. And what you'll see is a lot of our veteran guys are always killing penalties. We've been pretty successful over the 10. This is my 10th year. I think we're sitting at 90% or better on our penalty kill over those 10 years. So.
Yeah, and I think they probably took about 5 or 6 block shots there in that last penalty kill there. So
well, you have to. You have to block shots in this game. If you watch any level above high school, you see guys blocking shots all day long.
Yeah, and Ian Earp's been blocking shots like crazy in this game. He's probably got about 6 already.
Yeah. Well. Take a look at the local Cooley Region Chill and how Jesse does.
Yeah,
they know how to block shots.
A proud Tim Ebner tradition, right?
Well, I don't know about that. I was not blocking shots when I played. I was ducking and storking it.
So what do you think? You going to let Dean Lonsborough talk during the second intermission?
No, coach from Dan Van Slyke.
Okay.
He's going to do it, so he's
fantastic.
Was he the one that made that awesome catch there just a little bit
That
ago?
wasn't him, was it?
I couldn't tell you. I didn't see who made any catch
that
over
was
there.
a beauty
but
catch.
Dan will come on. We talked about it.
Okay,
I know they've been watching your coverage. They watched They watched the girls' coverage the other night, so
Okay, great.
they are aware of Cooley Region Sports Network.
Well, fantastic.
And they're watching. So.
Well, excellent. We look forward to it. I bet you they're going to be excited to know we've got Tom Brokejaw coming up here next.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, yeah. It's like, all right, time for me to go now. All right, thanks a lot, Tim. I appreciate it as always.
Okay, bye.
Tim Ebner, head coach of the Onalaska Hilltoppers. We're going to take a break here at intermission. Before we do that, I did want to recap the scoring. It was DC Everest getting on the board first at 3:41. Michael Plaza on the power play from Avery Allard and Brady Burrell. Then the Hilltoppers even things up at 7:41 as Ian Earp scores even strength from Tyler Ebner and Austin Lubinsky. 1-1 shots, 10-9 in favor of DC Everest in that first period. This is the first intermission. This is high school hockey right here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
The Western Wisconsin Blue Devils AAA hockey program is an organized association for the development of elite hockey players through exposure of the highest levels of hockey, qualified coaches, competitive tournaments, recognized alumni. Araya Hayes, D1 Minnesota State, and now the Worcester Sharks, the AHL affiliate of the San Jose Sharks. Derek Stepan, D1 University of Wisconsin, New York Rangers of the NHL. Check out the complete list of Blue Devils alumni and more at westernwisconsinbluedevils.net. Western Wisconsin Blue Devils AAA hockey, building, shaping, and supporting hockey in Western Wisconsin for the future. Western Wisconsin Blue Devils, located in Tomah, Wisconsin, are proud sponsors of CRSN and the Cooley Region Chill.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm the owner of Howie's, and I love talking to my guests, and I love making new friends.
I've always enjoyed the food that has been served, and I would highly recommend anybody to come down. You can bring your family here. It's family-oriented. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. Chicken nachos are yummy.
Even if you've been to Howie's, you've never been to Howie's.
Oh, my God, I love Howie's. I love what they did with the place. It's a wonderful place to hang out with your friends.
La Crosse's new favorite restaurant, Howie's on La Crosse Street.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
I just changed banks. Have you ever considered switching?
No, I don't need to switch. I just got them to lower my monthly service fee to $8.
Service fee? My bank doesn't charge service fees.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. No monthly service fee, plus you can get cash or extra savings and refunds on ATM charges. Try Kasasa.com. K-A-S-A-S-A.
Kasasa, now at Cooley Bank. Member FDIC.
CRSN will be your pipeline of information from the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics with special reports from former NBC anchor and reporter Tom Brokejaw.
This is Tom Brokejaw with the Cooley Region Sports Network Sochi Winter Olympic Games Badger State Medal Update. With much concern about security and the pillow shortage at these 22nd Winter Olympic Games in Sochi, Russia, we'll start the games today with biathlon, cross-country skiing, and freestyle skiing. But who are Bucky's best at these games? Who are the cheeseheads going for the gold? Well, there are 39 in all. That's pretty impressive for the state that used to be in the top 15 fattest states in the country, but now isn't even making that list. Since you're concentrating on hockey today on CRSN, let's take a look at who's representing Wisconsin in men's hockey in these 22nd Winter Olympic Games. Dan Hamhuis of the Vancouver Canucks played 2 seasons with the Milwaukee Admirals of the AHL. He'll suit up for Team Canada. Roman Josi also played a season with the Milwaukee Admirals and will play defense for Team Switzerland in the Games for the second time. They call him the Swiss Army knife. I'm just kidding there. Phil Kessel, a Toronto Maple Leafs right wing, will represent Team USA for the second time. Phil was born and raised in Madison, Wisconsin. The U.S. is represented by another Kessel as well, Amanda, who plays on the U.S. women's team. Kessel and Kessel, this winter on NBC, and all of those other brother and sister networks. Ryan McDonough played 3 years at the University of Wisconsin and will represent Team USA. Currently plays for the New York Rangers. Did you know he's a nephew of former NFL quarterback Steve Walsh? Simon Mosier, another Milwaukee Admiral, will dress for Team Switzerland. Even he knows Gruyere cheese is the best for fondue. Peter Olovetsky will be part of Team Slovakia. He was part of the Milwaukee Admirals in 2009. Friends know him as one wild and crazy guy. Joe Pavelski of the San Jose Sharks from Plover, Wisconsin, and an alumni of the Wisconsin Badgers. He's also co-owner of the Janesville Jets of the North American Hockey League. He's back with Team USA this year. Who doesn't love Joe Pa? Derek Stepan of the New York Rangers helped Wisconsin reach the 2010 NCAA championship game and played for the AAA Western Wisconsin Blue Devils of Toma. He's stepping on up for Team USA. Ryan Suter of the Minnesota Wild was born and raised in Madison. But not only that, his father Bob was a member of the 1980 Miracle on Ice team. Kimmo Timonen and Shea Weber were also former Milwaukee Admirals and are now crew hands on the Finnish and Canadian Olympic ships. The 2014 Winter Olympics from Sochi, Russia. Reporting for CRSN with the Badger State Medal Update, I'm Tom Brookjaw.
Tom Brookjaw, bringing you the highlights and premier previews from the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Boy, we're lucky to have him, aren't we?
Where did Tom find a time to,
join
us?
I've been tight with him for quite a while, and
are you telling me? Are you not telling me anything? Am I being worked out of the CRS?
No, you're all. I'm not going to send you anywhere, Timmy. I can't afford to anyone else that will do double duty like you do with the camera and color commentary. I'm on a tight budget, my friend. I'm on a tight budget. We've got about a minute and a half till we will drop the puck here on period number 2. A great first period. 1-1 the score after 1. 10-9 were the shots there in favor of DC Everest in that first period. We expect a lot more great action coming up in the second. I wouldn't go anywhere if I was you. Timmy, tell them not to go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere because, especially you guys over there on Wisprep Hockey, you guys, hey, we finally got a game here.
We do. We got a good one. In fact, here's a little word to the wise for you.
While you're watching the game live on CRSN, join our partners at WisconsinPrepHockey.net for game chat during our game and others across the state. Share scores, talk puck, and stay connected to the coolest game on earth.
Hi, this is Mike, and I'm with Scott the Culligan Man. And Scott, I have a friend who has a dishwasher that's 16 years old. It looks brand new.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, and she's had Culligan conditioned water in her house since they built it. You know, if your dishwasher's not working like you think it should, it's probably your water. Give us a call. We'll come out and test it and tell you for sure.
Take them up on their $10 a month, 6-month home trial, limited time offer.
Hey, Culligan Man. Culligan, better water, pure and simple.
Companies have all kinds of ways to reward their customers. Points, card punches, free hotel nights. But isn't the best reward saving money from the start? Good thing Allstate makes it so easy. Just bundle coverage for your car, home, motorcycle, or more with an Allstate agent, and you can save up to 30%. They'll even help take care of all the switching and paperwork for you. So get the protection you need and the reward of savings you deserve.
For a free quote, call Onalaska Allstate agent Cole Coble today. 608-402-4220. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Savings vary.
Bring the whole family to the next Cooley Region Chill hockey game for family fun at the fastest game in town. For game schedule and tickets, go to crchill.com. Home games played at the Onalaska Omni Center. High school hockey on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Yes, indeed, and a good one this afternoon. Rick Franke and Timmy Culp from the Beaver Builders Supply Studio here at the Omni Center in Onalaska, Wisconsin, set for second period action. DC Everest again, the Evergreens in their Packer colors, really. You got to go green, you got to go gold, you got to go white, and then there's a little black there too with the Breezers. And the Hilltoppers, of course, in their home whites with the purple Breezers and the white helmets. And you know what we didn't do, Timmy, is we didn't mention who our officials are for today. And based on what I have, it's Dan Meager, Jason Lacine, a well-known name, and James Knutson, the officials for today's game. And we're underway here. Period number 2. Allard will work it, cross ice, get it right back here in the neutral zone, then hit by Bingham, but Bingham went down. Now it's picked up there by Caleb Blank, wings it in off the far boards, and then steered by Michael Moe to the corner. Bennett Hudson there first, a Temp behind the net. Luke Temp trying to make motion, but he was not able to get his pass off, and it's knocked down at the blue line. Bennett Hudson gets it back to Temp. Temp from the far circle, he'll shoot it on that save by Moe. And on the trailer there was Bingham, but he couldn't get it in.
Yeah, Bryce Bingham just outside the skate there and couldn't quite pull the trigger on it.
Caleb Blank with a backhand, knocks it in across the line. Pass over to Avery Allard, who works it off a stick and into the Hilltoppers' end. Quickly sent back the other direction, back into the neutral zone it comes. Dumped back in by Allard again. Picked up by Caleb Blank. He'll collide behind the net, and then a little extra push and shove, and then I think a few words being directed his way afterwards.
Yeah, it was offsides here. Mr. Knutson down there was hollering quite loudly. I could hear him. Obviously, in the heat of the moment, DC Everest couldn't pick that up.
Grant Dennis, the senior forward, didn't like the push behind the net. Hilltoppers win the draw. Nice job there as it's sent ahead by Jason Havlicek. Oberweiser with a nice dish to Sam Lass. Fed back to the near point. Brendan Gargaro towards the net. Right off the glove of Michael Moe. Behind the net, Oberweiser. The young line working hard here. Griffin Trainer sent back to the point. Now Havlicek. So Brendan Gargaro towards the net. Save again by Moe. And the second one couldn't put it on net as Lass was unable to finish. That's sent towards the net. Joe Witz makes the save, steers it up and out of play on the shot by Chris Sackman, the 5'8", 135-pound junior forward for DC Everest.
The Hilltoppers going a little bit deeper in their lines right now at the beginning of this period. But actually that line was pretty productive, and they've got I think they did get 2 shots on net there, that line did.
They were moving the puck well from behind the net, trying to set things up, and a couple of shots that went right off of Michael Moe's glove. Here's John Gargaro shoveling it back behind the net to the corner. Earp and Caleb Blank looking for it. It's Earp getting into the zone. Chance for a 3-on-1 here for the Hilltoppers. Here they come across the line. Back to Earp. Oh, he couldn't quite get the shot off as it was a little behind him on the centering pass. And back the other way come the Evergreens, but pass picked off here and the near side of the neutral zone by Lebinsky. Now it's sent ahead by Caleb Blank. Earp went down to one knee at the blue line as that pass went off him. Worked up to Plaza, but held in by John Gargaro. Down low to the corner. Lebinsky centering pass. Nobody there. Earp whacks at it, and that almost hits the backup goaltender Ian Kromnicki. Here's John Gargaro. Cross ice pass to Blank. Gargaro and Blank have been fantastic this year together. That's sent into the neutral zone. John picks it up. Wings it around off the near corner all the way back in the neutral zone. Chance here for Bingham if he can get to it, but a little too far. Icing will be the call. Face-off coming back towards Joe Witz and the Hilltopper end. 14:27 left in the second period. 1-1 the score. Hilltoppers now with the lead in shots by 1, 12-11.
Too much mustard on that wraparound by John Gargaro, but the Hilltoppers have been doing really well at, again, intercepting the pucks in the neutral zone and just keeping the puck in their own end.
Face-off at the far circle. It's Matthew Jenke taking the draw here for DC Everest. He wins it, and puck came out in front, but nobody able to get a shot off there, and the Hilltoppers will work it into the neutral zone. Weiner got it across the line, but Allard is there. Logging lots of ice time here is the junior defenseman. Axton Anderson wanted to take that puck, couldn't. Here comes Allard into the zone. Wrist shot, that one just wide. Had some space, and there it is.
What a he pounded
off
that
the end boards. They found an opening in the nets as a large shot set up the play, and Joe didn't know it was coming back out on the other side. And 2-1 DC Everest, they'll take the lead.
Yeah, usually those bounces are supposed to go to the home team, but and unfortunately in this particular case, that nice hard shot came just clean off the backboards and right onto the stick of the Everest player, and he just made a slapper to make the goal.
And we'll get you a number here. As again, it came off the end boards, quickly popped it in. Tough to see the numbers on the sleeves for DC Everest for me, and I got my glasses on, but I know my vision isn't the greatest.
DC Everest playing real physical right now.
Sackman takes it in, across the line, sends it in back behind the net. John Gargaro pushes it to the corner. Bryce Bingham is there. There's a stolen pass, turnover, and a nice save by Joe Witz. Opportunity there for Borrell, and
nice job with Joe Witz there.
Shot it up high, and Joe defended himself and kept it from crossing the line. And now we've got a player down in the near corner of the DC Everest zone, and
Hilltopper's going to go to the box.
It looks as if it's going to be a power play for DC Everest again as the penalty box gets ready to host another Hilltopper.
Bryce Bingham's going to go to the box probably for, I don't know if he's going to go for a bad check or if he's just going to go for a tackle.
Yeah, it looked a little rough there down in the corner.
Looked like he got him a hook on.
Everest wins the draw. as Babillard sends it to the high slot. That shot doesn't make it through traffic, blocked by the Hilltoppers and sent down all the way. Here's a race back into the zone. Michael Moe chooses to come out and push it up to Allard. And Allard gets it back behind the net there to Tomzik. Tomzik back to Allard. He'll take it out near side, work it up the slot. He's got Tyler Ebner on him. Now Allard will continue all the way through the neutral zone. Eventually, the puck knocked loose, but held at the blue line, but it came out across right before it was popped back in. Offsides will be the call here on DC Everest. 12:58 left in the second period. They lead this hockey game 2-1.
Yeah, I think the DC Everest just needs to work the puck a little bit deeper and get, try to work something from behind the net, because the Hilltoppers do such a great job at shutting down shooting lanes.
Nice move across the line there by Burrell. Burrell in the corner. Tim Ebner was talking about this group right here, as they know they're solid line that plays together. Babillard makes a move, then spins again for the second time. We're in the C on the chest. Babillard finally gets locked up by Bennett Hudson with his arms wrapped around him, and it gets sent down all the way. That'll kill some time here on the DC Everest power play. Under a minute left on it. 12:25 left in the second period. 2-1. DC Everest leading the Onalaska Hilltoppers here at the Omni.
That's just something that I was just talking about, and what we talked about in between periods there. They just can't get anything worked to the top of the point or anything like that. And I don't know if they're going to make a change up here and try to work something a little lower or what.
Babillard with the biscuit here for the Evergreens. Drops it down low, gets it right back. Couldn't get the shot off. Poked away there by Ian Earp, but held up at the near point by Allard. He'll cut towards the high slot and drop it to the near circle. Borrell, high shot, blocked in front. Second one, Joe Witch didn't know where it was, and it gets stuffed home again. The Evergreens finding opportunities on rebounds and now lead 3-1. Another power play goal here. Came in at 11% effective. Those numbers going to go up after today.
Yeah, the Evergreens really doing really well at the screen in front of getting Joe Witz off his game there, because Joe Witz took 2 shots. He couldn't find the puck again, but he definitely he needs a little help though from his defense also.
The second goal for DC Everest was scored by Austin Shiro at even strength, assisted by Avery Allard and Matt Janke. And now it's 3-1. Hilltoppers at the near circle. Sent up to Hudson. Nice dish to Tap. Here comes Tap across the line. Back to Hudson. Up the slot. Oh, it went up high. He was right there on the doorstep. What a perfect tic-tac passing. But the shot did not go in. Here's Bingham now. Hilltoppers trailing 3-1. Tap to Bingham on the doorstep. And nice save again by Michael Moe. He had the post covered. At the near point, Brendan Gargaro shot down low. Glove save by Michael Moe. He's been sharp in net so far. Just one goal here for the Hilltoppers scored in that first period. Ian Earp, even strength from Tyler Ebner and Austin Lubinsky. A line change for Coach Ebner. It'll be Lubinsky, the centerman, back to John Gargaro. The Tyler Ebner, and it's separated from the biscuit in the corner. Hilltoppers hold it in. Nice job by Lubinsky. Allard will chase, though, back behind the DC Everest net. He'll work it off the near dasher and all the way down. Icing will be the call. Faceoff going to come back towards Michael Moe.
DC Everest doing a really good job right now against the Hilltoppers, separating them from the puck and again, just getting the open man to the puck.
The third goal scored by the DC Everest Evergreens, scored by Chris Babillard on the power play, assisted by Derek Tomzik and Brady Burrell. Babillard, it's his 12th of the season. Now he's even up with Mike Plaza. Shot from deep. That one did not go on target. Now a battle in the near corner, the DC Everest zone. Gargaro pinches to hold it in. And they can't hold it in this time, as it's a nice outlet pass controlled by Brady Burrell. Burrell with Babillard cutting towards the front of the net. Lubinsky will get there with a stick. He'll softly push it up the right wing boards. But pinching there was Jagelinski. Now it's Caleb Blank. Blank makes a nice move from behind the net, right on the tape. Here's Ian Earp. 3-on-2 here for the Hilltoppers, cross the line. Passed behind Austin Lubinsky. Ebner will try to find it in the near corner, can't. Now Levinsky poked at it as well. John Gargaro will have to hold. He does at the near point. Cross-ice pass. Caleb Blank then softly puts it to the slot, and the shot was unable to be taken there by Ian Earp as he turned and just whacked at it. Couldn't quite find it. Allard skates in front of his own net, and his pass does not connect there as he was trying to hook up with Matt Janke, but it will be an icing call coming up against DC Everest. Face-off going back towards Michael Moe with 9:36 left in the second. 3-1, the DC Everest Evergreens leading the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Shot 16-14 in favor of the Evergreens as well. Sam Last, the centerman here for the Hilltoppers. He wins the draw, but Oberweiser lost the puck, and now here come the Evergreens. Back the other direction. Puck coming towards Joe Witz. Covers it up with the mitt. Not going to take any chances. Face-off will be down inside the Onalaska end with 9:26 left here in period number 2.
I think DC Everest is doing a pretty good job right now of controlling the puck and making things work for them right now. And again, like I said, they're separating the Hilltoppers, from the puck pretty well, using a pretty physical game.
That'll be dumped back down, back behind the net. Puck comes to the near corner. Hilltoppers going to get there first. Cody Hogan. He'll get it out to Sam Last. Sam Last, the stick got in front, kind of knocked it away to the side. And Oberweiser dumps it in off the far corner. Here's Last behind the net. Last dropped it there for Griffin Trainer. Trainer lost it side of the net, and the Evergreens able to clear the zone. And Hogan, they blow right by him. Here comes Matt Janke. Janke shoots it on net, and Joe Witz makes the save. Brendan Gargaro got back, but not before Janke could fire the biscuit on Joe, and Joe had that one played very nicely.
Yeah, Joe keyed up on that one right away, and thank God the DC Everest player, dropped it right in the garbage can. So.
Yeah, rebounds have been what's kind of thrown Joe off here in this one. He's made the straight-on saves. He has given a couple of rebounds up, and then it's helter-skelter after that.
Yeah, second and third, you just can't allow those second and third chances.
Pass gets back into the neutral zone. Sackman drops it in for the Evergreens. And there was Borrell. He had it pinned up against the end dasher. The Toppers have it. Send it up left wing. Got past Allard. Picked up by Tepp. Nice pass off the wall. Here's Bennett Hudson trying to pull it through the legs. Followed up by Bryce Bingham. He couldn't get the shot off either. Boy, the sticks are just everywhere in the slot for the Evergreens. They always manage to get a stick in front of the shot. You notice that?
Yeah, and I think we're going to have a Hilltopper power play going on right now. We got number 2 going to the box here. Not quite sure for what.
So this time I think Avery Allard had his stick there. Yeah, that's what it looked like. And like I said, they get their sticks in front of everything. And I think that time the stick lift went higher than he wanted it to.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a good opportunity for the Hilltoppers to get within 1 again here. Obviously, like the old adage always says, the 2-goal lead is always the most dangerous lead.
Here's Tyler Ebner back behind the Evergreen net.
Oh.
He got knocked down in the corner, and he's got his head up against the boards, and a timeout going to be called here as he gets up slowly. And Austin Lubinsky goes over to check on him, see how he's doing, and he seems to be okay. I think it was just I would have to say it was incidental. Might be trying to draw one here.
Yeah.
They already got a power play going with the penalty to Avery Allard for high sticking. They're going to pull the face-off outside the zone, so nothing else will be called here.
Yeah, Hilltoppers had possession of the puck still, so that's why it comes out. Coach Ebner, I'm not quite sure if he's asking whether or not, they're going to have to pull number 22. They're going to have to pull Ebner off because he was the injured player.
Now, I want to know why Dean Lonsborough, assistant coach, defensive coach Lonsborough, is not wearing purple. Did his Onalaska coach, does it not fit him?
Well, it was. It
right.
must be under. He might be cold. It is a little cold in here.
It is. The Hilltoppers with 1:42 left on the power play. Caleb Blank gets it ahead.
Oh.
Now back to Blank. Blank off to John Gargaro, went off his skate and back into the neutral zone.
Yeah, John's got to catch that puck there to keep that in.
Here's Blank now as the defensemen work it back and forth. They'll send it up to Ian Earp. Earp with the puck and the lone Hilltopper goal. He'll stop and turn back top of the far circle. Looking to set something up with Bobby Ayers on him. Shot on net, and the save there by Mo. Only caught a stick in front. Hilltoppers were looking to deflect the race. Babiars gets in front of Caleb Blank.
14 versus 14.
Well, I'll tell you, Babiars can skate. Gargaro comes in to help those. Those two were locked up. John Gargaro takes it up right wing. Now he cuts towards center. Gargaro across the line. He'll try to work it around the defense. Couldn't do it as he was steered to the near boards.
Beviar sure can close down the distance, can he?
Yes, he can. He's quick. Back to John Gargaro at the near point, sends it down low. That's Levinsky. Levinsky feeds the far point now, and that's Caleb Blank. Off to Gargaro now near side. Gargaro's shot. That was tipped by a stick in front. That was Tomzik who directed it away from the net. Nice defensive play again. Like I said, sticks everywhere for DC Everest. Back behind the net, there's Bingham. Bingham's pass goes off a body, held up far point here by Caleb Blank. 28 seconds left on the Hilltopper power play. Tyler Ebner with it now. Ebner stops, then cuts back. Now he's waiting. He'll send it back to the blue line. It's Caleb Blank with it, drops it down low. Bingham works it now back to John Gargaro. The cycle is on. There's the one-timer, but not enough for Bryce Bingham on the shot. Caleb Blank now with a backhand down to the corner. He'll work it back to Bryce Bingham back behind the net. Levinsky was trying to set up a screen. He went down for a brief moment. He gets back up. Now he'll chase it back behind the net. But nobody there for the Hilltoppers. Borrell for DC Everest sends it up ahead. Puck picked up there by Sackman.
Good kill by DC Everest.
And Chris Sackman will send it on into the Hilltopper zone. They do kill it off. They have an 80.7% effective rate in terms of their penalty kills so far this season coming into the game. 6:03 left here in the second period. DC Everest with a 3-1 lead. Shots 18-14 in favor of the Evergreens as well.
Yeah, I think the Hilltoppers only got maybe one opportunity there at the net. Maybe two. I think it was only one, though. But, yeah, they definitely need to get the puck quicker to the net here.
Brendan Gargaro sent that one just wide, and the stick gets caught up by Oberweiser in the skates of Avery Allard, and
he's going to go with a sin bin.
I believe it's going to be a tripping call here. And that's going to give the Evergreens another power play, and they have been very sharp on their power play here this afternoon.
Yeah, they definitely have, from their first power play to their second power play, you could tell they kind of slowed things down, try to work things. It looks like we're going to get a Hilltopper timeout, maybe?
I think it's the Evergreens calling the timeout here. They're directing them to the bench, and
ref just pointed it to the white there.
Okay, didn't look like Tim was any anxious to talk to anybody, did he?
No, I don't know.
He's kind of leaning up against the overhead door. So they're going to discuss things. Both teams going to talk things over. It is a power play here for DC Everest.
Yeah, it was timeout us.
Didn't look like Tim was all ready to start talking, though, did it?
No, but that's what I heard in the overhead, and that's what the guys next to me are saying. So.
Well, we'll go with it. Either way, it's a timeout. Both teams are talking the same amount. It doesn't really matter who calls it. It does, I guess, in terms of the number of timeouts you have. But nonetheless, it's definitely a crucial situation for the penalty kill to shut down the DC Everest power play because, boy, I tell you what, they have been very, very good the last couple of times out there.
Well, I think one of the biggest things is, though, too, is that the Hilltoppers haven't adjusted to right now is that DC Everest is, I think they're playing a great physical game. They're separating the Hilltoppers from the puck. They're shutting down the slot, that's for sure. We all know that. They're getting sticks on the puck when they are in the attack, in the Hilltopper attack zone, in their D zone. But, that's one thing that right now the Hilltoppers, what they got to do is they just got to start getting pucks to the net and making them make mistakes.
DC Everest answered the Hilltopper goal to tie things up in the first period with two of their own. Austin Shiro scored even strength from Avery Allard and Matt Jenke, and then it was another one. Chris Babieres scored on the power play from Derek Tomzik and Brady Borrell. And Borrell gets his second assist of the contest. All right, back to action here from the Omni Center. Face-off of the near circle. Babieres will be the centerman. And I think they're going to drop that one again. They're going with Luke Tepp. John Gargaro out there. Got Bryce Bingham. And Caleb Blank for the Hilltoppers. Avery Allard will come back to pick it up here for DC Everest. He'll set up the power play from behind the net, work it up the slot. And Luke Tepp on his heels there for a moment. He'll take it coast to coast. Into the zone, he'll stop. He'll cut back. He's got Babieres along with him at the blue line, but he'll drop it down low. Borrell. Gargaro tries to get in the way of that pass. Borrell and Plaza are there. Nice work there by the Hilltoppers to knock it across the line, and now Allard will have to tap it over to the center circle. Knocked across the line, picked up by Plaza. Plaza then works it to Allard, goes off his stick back into the neutral zone. 1:07 left on the DC Everest power play. Across the line comes Tomzik. Tomczyk just sends it softly back behind the net. Caleb Blank will get there first, but didn't do much with it. Good knock back into the neutral zone there by Bennett Hudson.
Oh.
Hudson sends it on in as Bingham went down right next to him. Here comes Babiars with it. 37 seconds left on the DC Everest power play. Tapped ahead now. Here comes Grant Dennis. Dennis towards the net. Saved there. Joe Witz makes the stop. Knocked it down, then had to keep it in front of his pads and put the glove down on top of it. 29 seconds left now on the DC Everest power play. 4:24 left here in the second period.
You can tell Joe Witz doesn't play much slow pitch softball because kind of fumbled that one there. Definitely knocked it down, and luckily was able to save that one.
Caleb Blank trying to clear up the left wing boards. Can't. UC Everest held it in, but now John Gargaro knocks it into the neutral zone. Tapped right back across the line by Tomczyk. Stretch pass. No, I'm not sure if that was a stretch pass or just a dump to kill some time because they still have 9 seconds left on that penalty kill. And I think they're going to get this one taken care of. Dish a little bit too far for Bryce Dively. And the Hilltoppers back to full strength. 3:50 left here in the second period. Down 3-1.
Nice pass.
Stretch pass there trying to connect with Grant Dennis, though. Dennis couldn't pick the puck up. Havlicek there for the Hilltoppers. Oh, he got his face rubbed up against the glass. Ouch. And a hit in the corner there by Caleb Blank. The Evergreens trying to spin off the wall. That was Chris Sackman. Sackman couldn't control the puck, though. And here come the Hilltoppers. Chance for a 2-on-1. Ian Earp. He'll pass it on the doorstep. And Tyler Ebner was there but couldn't get it in. Oh, my. What a setup there. And a chance on a 2-on-1. Back the other way comes Everest as Allard. Lost it there at the blue line. And they'll come in off sides as it was touched up there by Grant Dennis.
Yeah, great opportunity there by the Hilltoppers. Just Tyler Ebner unable to. Just the pass was just about a toe blade away on that one.
Just missed. The Evergreens win the draw and dump it in. Joe Witz holds it up behind the net. Brendan Gargaro there first for the Hilltoppers. Pass a little too far for Ian Earp. Held up at the blue line there by Mike Sackman. He'll send it down the corner. Now it's Havlicek for the Hilltoppers. Bounces off the near dasher, but it was Plaza there to keep it down low. Borrell centering pass. Puck sitting out in front. Shot by Plaza. Saved by Witz. And then cleared to the slot. Oh, the Hilltoppers nearly gave one up there. Look at Ebner around the defense. Here comes Tyler Ebner, one-on-one with the goaltender. Backhand shot.
Oh, what a save!
Oh, my, what a save. Oh, Ebner with a chance to narrow it to 1.
Great move by Ebner, but Michael Moe, oh my gosh, what a save.
He got the pad stacked and managed to keep that from crossing the line as Ebner dropped him down, but he kept the line. Here's Brendan Gargaro. Leaves it back behind the net. Havlicek with a pass that goes off the stick of Luke Tepp. Now picked up here by DC Everest. Back across their own blue line. With speed, it's Seth Jagelinski. He'll drag it across the line while having contact with Bennett Hudson. That push towards the net just went behind now. Bingham will whack at it. Puck sitting along the right wing boards. Bingham tapping Hudson out there right now. Brendan Gargaro and Havlicek. There's Bennett Hudson. Pass just went off Bryce Bingham. Back on defense was Bryce Dively. He'll give it a ride all the way back into the Hilltopper end. 1:42 left here in the second period. 3-1 DC Everest. Here comes Luke Tepp. Huge hit along the left wing boards. Tepp with a nice move around the defense. He shoots.
Oh!
And it never got there as he was kind of taken off the play from behind. It was a legal play, but here comes Everest back the other way. Quickly moving, Seth Jagelinski, but he had it poked away by Caleb Blank. Puck in the neutral zone. Borrell will go back to get it. Borrell gives it a ride off the end dasher. Comes up right wing, held in by John Gargaro. Wrist shot saved by Michael Moe again. Gargaro behind the net. John feeds the far point. That's Caleb Blank on the screen. Scores! Caleb Blank found the hole somehow through all that traffic, and it's 3-2 with 1:02 left here in the second period. The Hilltoppers have life.
Wow. All I got to say is wow. What action we've been seeing in this game so far. You know, Caleb Blank right there with the nice little wrister, just trying to find some eyes with the puck, and definitely finds it and gets a screen in front of Michael Moe, but Michael Moe obviously also having a fabulous game. He stopped at least 2 or 3 great shots that shift, but great opportunity by the Hilltoppers there to bring it within 1.
9th goal of the season for Caleb Blank as he sent it through from the far point and got it past Michael Moe. It's now 3-2. DC Everest with a lead, under a minute to play here in period number 2. Here comes Ian Hurt with a steal at the blue line. He gets upended there. And Al Borrell taps it ahead, picked up by Babillars. Look out, he's on the move with Plaza in the slot. Babillars out in front. Plaza couldn't find it as it went behind. Might have caught a skate of a Hilltopper. Then diving again. They pass back to Allard. Fed off to the far point. Shot gets blocked in front. Might have gone off the back of Borrell. And then it's sent all the way in off the end boards to the DC Everest zone. Icing will be the call with 20.4 seconds left here in the second period. A darn good hockey game at the Omni.
Boy, it doesn't get any better than this.
Good stuff indeed. Face-off back down inside the Hilltopper end. 3-2 score. Caleb Blank's goal was even strength, assisted by John Gargaro. That shot blocked there by Bennett Hudson. Comes back into the neutral zone. Allard will skate back with it, then drop it off the far boards. Tapped to the line and then knocked down again. Hudson comes up. He'll try to pinch it up against the wall. Now he'll move it up to Bryce Bingham. Bingham, he'll try to blow around the defense. He has tapped with him and runs out of time here in the second period. Great action in that second period. We'll recap the scoring. Austin Shiro scores at 3:03 from Avery Allard and Matt Jenke. And it was Everest again getting on the board as Chris Babiar scores on the power play from Derek Tomczyk and Brady Burrell to make it 3-1 Hilltoppers at 15:58. They get Caleb Blank with a shot from the far point from John Gargaro to make it 3-2. We'll be back with your CRSN intermission report. That's up next here. It's high school hockey on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
The 3rd annual Ballin' for Brandon 3-on-3 basketball tournament is set for April 5th. 8 male and female divisions ranging from 4th grade to over 35 years. Brandon Jennings was a senior at Holman High School at the time of his death in a tragic car accident. Brandon was on the Holman basketball and football team before tragedy struck and was progressing academically toward his goals after high school. All proceeds from this event will fund the Brandon Jennings Memorial Scholarship, which will be awarded to a senior at Holman High School that is going to a 4-year college. The team fee is $60, which includes a guarantee of 2 games and a commemorative t-shirt. For more information on the tournament, go to hybbc.webs.com or email ballinforbrandon@yahoo.com. You can also pick up registration forms at both area YMCAs and local businesses listed on the website. CRSN is a proud sponsor of the 3rd annual Ballin' for Brandon 3-on-3 basketball tournament. Get in the game, April 5th. It's time for the CRSN Intermission Report, brought to you by the AAA Junior Chill. Now, here with the recap of the period, Rick Frankie.
Welcome to the CRSN Intermission Report from the Beaver Builders Supply Studio. Rick Frankie, Timmy Cope. And down on the bench for the DC Everest Evergreens is the head coach, Dan Van Slyke. Dan, thank you so much for making time to visit with us here during the Intermission Report. We got a good hockey game here, don't we?
Yeah, it's been a battle tonight, and our kids are responding well, and hopefully we can finish off the 3rd period.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with what I've seen from Avery Allard. Is this guy kind of the captain of getting the puck out of the zone for you?
Yeah, he's our guy in the back end for us. He's had a really good year for us, and he continues to play well and does really good things for us on the ice.
Talk a little bit about your forward lines. Obviously you have one that's been the most productive in terms of points. When you're looking at the guys like Michael Plaza and correct me if I'm saying his name incorrectly, Chris Babiars, is that how you say it?
Close, Chris Babiars. Yep.
Babiars. Okay. Talk about those guys a little bit and what they mean to this squad.
Our first line are our horses for us. They play really good defense for us, and we're looking to them all year to put pucks in the net for us and be leaders for us.
Hey, Coach, Timmy Culp here for Cooley Region Sports Network. Hey, you guys didn't really start off that physical in this game in the first period, but it kind of became a little bit more physical. Were you expecting this kind of physical game, and did you expect that with the Hilltopper speed that you would have to separate them from the puck the way you guys have been doing? And by the way, you guys have been doing a fabulous job at that.
Thank you. We pride ourselves in taking bodies in the defensive zone and get after the forecheck. tonight's been a little mixed match with a couple kids being hurt and sick and whatnot. So just making changes as we go and see if we can get a couple more pucks in the net and get after the forecheck a little bit.
Now, the Hilltoppers will have Wisconsin Rapids in their sectional, and you've obviously seen them twice this year. Lost the first one, but won a great one in overtime, 5-4. This team's pretty good, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Rapids has a nice group of forwards, and their defensemen move the puck really well. They're a solid team, and they're going to give people fits all postseason. If
you were to give advice to Coach Tim Ebner on how to defeat Wisconsin Rapids, what kind of things would you say you need to do?
You put pucks on the net, attack the net. That is probably their biggest weakness is their back end. And, I believe last Saturday night we scored 5 goals on 25 shots, and we were able to put the puck behind them a couple times, and it kept us in the game. And, our kids battled back, and we're resilient all night long. And, for Onalaska, I think they have the forwards to be able to beat them.
Hey, Coach, your assistant coach that caught that puck there, is he your goalie coach by any chance?
Yeah, we got to find out.
And if he isn't, are you going to make him your goalie coach now? Because that was an absolute fabulous
stellar grab.
Coach Hankey's a great coach and a great guy, and he does a lot for our program, absolutely.
And he's got great hands. We got to say that about him.
He's a right-handed goalie. We know that, huh?
That was a stellar grab right there. Head coach Dan Van Slyke, DC Everest Evergreens, thanks for making time for us.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. Find out a little bit. I wanted to ask him, because obviously Wisconsin Rapids is the team that the Hilltoppers have on their mind.
We got to get some insight.
Once they get through, looking for some insight, and who knows better than a guy who was able to put a loss on them. They don't have many of those.
No, and that is something that, if when the Hilltoppers, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to be positive, when the Hilltoppers get to that point, that's one of the things, I think what right now tonight is, this afternoon, the Hilltoppers are utilizing their speed at a great, really great right now. But, I think right now the edge goes to, obviously, the DC Everest because, like I said, they're separating them from pucks. They're getting them in. Hilltoppers are getting some chances, but, of course, they've got the DC Everest has got a great goalie in Michael Moll.
No doubt. 20-18 the shots, 3-2 in the scoreboard after 2 periods. We'll take another break here in our CRSN Intermission Report. This is high school hockey on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Nobody's happy about a car accident, but Allstate guarantees you'll be happy with your claim experience. The Claim Satisfaction Guarantee, only from Allstate. They guarantee your claim will be fast, fair, and hassle-free, or your money back, no questions asked. It's another way Allstate is changing car insurance for good.
For a free quote, call Onalaska Allstate agent Cole Coble today. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Premium credit varies based on vehicle involved. Allstate Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Northbrook, Illinois.
Jones Construction, specializing in residential remodeling. If it is in or on your house, Jones Construction can fix it, update it, or add on to it. Kitchens and bathrooms, countertops and backsplashes, windows and doors, siding and decks, you name it, Jones Construction can do it. Owner-operator means hands-on from start to finish. Fully licensed and insured with over 20 years experience. Contact Phil with Jones Construction today, 608-386-8292.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details. I just changed banks. Have you ever considered switching?
No, I don't need to switch. I just got them to lower my monthly service fee to $8.
Service fee? My bank doesn't charge service fees.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. No monthly service fee, plus you can get cash or extra savings and refunds on ATM charges. Try Kasasa.com. K-A-S-A-S-A.
Kasasa, now at Cooley Bank. Member FDIC.
Ever think that you could do what these guys are doing right now on CRSN? Ever dreamed about having a career in sports broadcasting? There are good jobs right now for play-by-play announcers, sportscasters, and sports directors at great radio stations all over the country. At Radio 1 Broadcast School in La Crosse, you can get trained and ready for your new radio job. Get on our website, radio1school.com. That's radio1school.com.
Smokey's Bar and Grill in Holman is the place to be any day of the week with great food and drinks, dynamic atmosphere, and awesome entertainment.
Visit Nora at Smokey's and take advantage of their great lunch specials and these awesome dinner specials. Prime Time Prime Rib Mondays, $1.50 wings on Tuesdays, tacos on Wednesdays, buck burgers on Thursdays, and prime rib sandwiches on Fridays. Right now through Valentine's Day, come to Smokey's on Wednesdays and enjoy some karaoke and also qualify for a trip to Jamaica. Check out Smokey's Facebook fan page for updates on upcoming entertainment.
Smokey's on 112 Mill Street in Holman. It's your place no matter where you're from.
Calling all area youth hockey players, this is AJ Degenard, head coach and general manager of the NAHL Coulee Region Chill. I want you to be a part of the Chill, and now as a local youth hockey player, you can. Come try out for our Junior Chill AAA spring summer teams or get involved with our hockey developmental programs. We are committed as a coaching staff to help area youth develop their hockey skills.
For more information, go to crchill.com. The Junior Chill AAA, a great coaching staff, great player development, a great experience.
Bring the whole family to the next Coulee Region Chill hockey game for family fun at the fastest game in town. For game schedule and tickets, go to crchill.com. Home games played at the Onalaska Omni Center. High school hockey on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
CRSN Intermission Report. Rick Franke and Timmy Cope here from the Beaver Builders Supply Studio at the Omni Center. 3-2, DC Everest leading Onalaska after 2 periods. Got about 3 minutes till we drop the puck on period number 3. It's been a good hockey game, Tim. We talked with both coaches now, and I think both sound like they're pretty satisfied with what their team is doing out there. It's going to come down to the very end. It's the defense, like we said, of DC Everest, the goaltending of Michael Moe. I think that Joe Witz has played one of his strongest games I've seen so far this season. He has given up 3 goals. The rebounds that were given up, I mean, it was helter-skelter afterwards with shots coming from all different directions. One of those goals came off a rebound off the wall, which was, piped in about as hard as you could do it with a wide-open net.
Yeah, well, actually, those rebounds, I think you got to give a lot of credit to the D-men back there helping Joe Witz out because, they've really separated them from the puck also once they get down there in front of the net and they're trying to crowd the net. But I think what really needs to happen is, the Hilltoppers are going to have to try to control the puck a little bit more. They're going to have to use their speed a lot more, but they've been making some great stretch passes and using the ice, using the whole ice. They've been trying to separate make the ice a little bit bigger for them. But on the flip side of that, though, DC Everest is doing a really good job getting back on the back check and also separating the Hilltoppers from the puck.
Now, there's another big game coming up a little bit later on. In fact, it's, I believe, the game of the week for the girls on WisconsinPrepHockey.net. We did the game earlier in the week between the two teams, the Hilltopper Girls Co-op and the Central Wisconsin Storm.
It was
a good one. They're going to go back at it again today at 5:30, I do believe.
5:30, yep.
And that's going to be up north. And I know that Tim Franzini's on his way right now. He was trying to check and see what the score was here, which, again, if you're just joining us, 3-2, DC Everest leading the Hilltoppers of Onalaska. With 2 periods of play complete. We'll have the third coming up here. But just real quick, your thoughts on what might happen today and what does it mean for the Hilltopper Girls Co-op?
Well, I think this is a good, a win today would boost their ego a big time because, I do know that they think that they played very well against the Central Wisconsin Storm. I personally think that that's one of their best round of game, even though that they lost 4-2 against Central Wisconsin Storm here at the Omni Center last week. I thought they played very well. They've eliminated a lot of their mistakes in the D zone, and they're actually, they're breaking the puck out a little bit better. Now, on part of that though goes to Jason Reeves, who can really move the puck.
And Morgan Gargaro played fantastic.
And Morgan Gargaro, by far the best game I have ever seen her play.
Sure.
She's the same age as my daughter, and who's been playing with her for the last 6-7 years though, and definitely by far they've worked and they've really shored up their defensive zone.
And before we drop the puck on the third period here from the Omni Center, I know that Tom Brokaw had talked about the men playing in the Olympics representing Bucky, but there's a lot of women playing as well, Timmy. And you watched the game against Finland, which was played at 2 a.m. live, and then of course you DVR'd it, and they won 3-1. A good start for them, and there's some Wisconsin talent on that team.
Yeah, you got Brianna Decker, you got Hillary Knight, who is from Idaho, who played for the Wisconsin Badgers. You also got some girls there too, though. You got 3 or 4 Patty Kazmaier Award winners on that team. The USA women's team put a ton of shots up on Noura Ratu, and she did just an absolute fabulous job. Noura is obviously probably the best goalie in the world, in my opinion. She led the Minnesota Gophers last year, I believe, on a 47-0 streak. So I mean, she's good. And by only allowing 3 shots, she saved 40 shots. I think you're going to see a lot more production out of this United States team because they move the puck so well, and their speed and their physicality are matched by no one right now. Even the Canadians right now, in my opinion.
They also have Jesse Vetter, too, right?
Jesse Vetter is a decent, really good. Actually, we've had her here in-house actually a couple times here at the Omni Center to help out and work out with our girls. Her along with Janelle Zog, Sergi Zog, excuse me now. And
she's the one that does the state championship color commentary, isn't she?
Yes, she does. Yeah, she does.
Right.
She helps. She also has there's the Jesse Vetter Award and the Janelle Sergi Zog Award now.
Tough one for you to say.
Yeah, that is
Amanda
a tough one.
Kessel was mentioned by Tom Brokejaw, and you got Brianna Decker, of course, right?
Yep, Brianna Decker.
Hillary Knight,
and Megan Duggan, who's the captain of the team.
Yeah, so there you go. A little bit about the ladies who are hopefully going to bring home the gold for the U.S.
They're favored to win the gold.
I'd like to see it happen, that's for sure. Heartbreaker to Canada last time, but then again, it was in Vancouver. We're ready for third period action from the Omni Center. 3-2 lead for the DC Everest Evergreens. And we're underway here. The Evergreens win the opening draw. Puck now controlled by Caleb Blank. Sent ahead, here's Bryce Bingham with it. Bingham's high shot goes off the glass, missed by about 6 inches over the top. Puck goes to the corner, hit off Bingham. Pep comes in to help as well. Plaza then dished it off to Allard. He'll work it to the corner. Borrell let it go through into the neutral zone. Here comes Babyars. He'll send it on net, saved by Joe Witz. He'll try to put it out in front. Borrell with a shot. Another nice save by Joe Witz as the pressure was on there. Now in the near corner. It's taken out by Caleb Blank. Works it on up to Bryce Bingham. Bingham, right wing dish to Bennett Hudson. Bennett Hudson trying to get around the defense. Centering pass too far for Luke Tepp. Back the other way. Plaza with it. Gets caught from behind by Luke Tepp. He steers it back to the defense. Brendan Gargaro up right wing. Here's Tyler Ebner. Ebner trying to work it around. The poke check of Sackman. Centering pass to Earp. Can't get the shot off. Now he'll pick it up back along the end boards. Works it to the corner now. He can't find it, and it's tipped away. Here comes Everest working up right wing, but no, they drop it back. Here they come in with a quick dump off the far corner boards. Joe Witz needs to get back in the net as he tried to get around behind the net with a stick and could have been caught on the other side, but that didn't happen. Pass up to Lubinsky. Tap back to Tyler Ebner. Ebner, he'll take it in with speed. Scoops towards the net.
Oh.
Saved there by the goaltender, Mo.
That puck went off one of the DC Everest skaters' skates there.
Havlicek sent it in back behind the net. Puck in the corner. Worked up but not out as Brendan Gargaro sends it back in. Chasing is Derek Tomczyk. Tomczyk can't get there before the Hilltoppers do, but that gets through Havlicek and then dumped back in by Oberweiser. Dively takes it out. Gets poked by Oberweiser. Here comes Cam. Centering pass. Glass with a shot just wide.
Actually,
and Oberweiser picks it up again. Sends it back to the far point. It gets across the line, and now John Gargaro has it. He'll flip dump it in. That'll be a can of corn there for Michael Moe, and he makes the save stopping play with 14:45 left here in regulation. 3-2 DC Everest.
I think it would have been interesting what kind of call referee Jason Lacine would have had made on that one if that one would have gone in, because I don't know if it was a kicking motion, but he was definitely sliding into the slot. It went off his skate. It didn't go off his stick, so it definitely would have been interesting to see if that one what call would have been made.
Bounce off the end boards now. Battle over in the far corner of the DC Everest zone. Tepp chases but doesn't get there in time. Avery Allard will take it up left wing. Allard with speed, getting poked at from behind. Put it right up into Caleb Blank. Back the other direction. Here comes Bryce Bingham. Bingham, bottom of the far circle. Pass to the circle there is Tepp, but he could not shoot it. Now let's see if they can hold it at the blue line. They do. Caleb Blank got it to Tepp. Tepp, pass, top of the far circle. John Gargaro shot just wide.
Oh.
Now the Evergreens and Allard works it up just past the blue line to Plaza, but he lost it now, and Bingham will just backhand it in. The far circle comes to Borrell. Borrell will send it off of Caleb Blank, picked up now by Luke Tepp.
That caught him in a bad spot.
Got it up to Oberweiser. Oberweiser right wing will send it down off the end dasher, bounces side of the net, and picked up by the DC Everest defense. Off right wing to Jaglinski. It's a rough ride along the boards. Here's Griffin. Trainer sent it to last, but it came off his stick into the slot and then sent up into the neutral zone by DC Everest. Again picked off in the slot. Nice Dively Sends it across the line, down in off the far corner, and then Brendan Gargaro's first to get there for the Hilltoppers in their own end. Up left wing, cross ice pass by Oberweiser, picked up by Trainer, sent in. And the defense back to claim it. Dively to the slot, now worked up right wing. Got past Tyler Ebner, Brendan Gargaro gets back. Now here comes Ebner again. Ebner with speed, right up center, goes right wing to Earp. Earp back, still the pass was a little bit behind. Lubinsky couldn't pick it up as the final trailer. Now here come the Evergreens, working it left wing. There's no doubt that the Hilltoppers have the speed to match up. Sometimes the passing just not connecting here this afternoon. Michael Moe gave it a ride in the neutral zone. Caleb Blank to the center circle. John Gargaro sends it on in. Came off the stick there of Mike Sackman. Directed by Tomzik. Centering pass stolen. Gargaro misses Lubinsky with a right wing dish. Tapped down by Gargaro again there in the neutral zone. Here's Lubinsky across the line. Austin Lubinsky drop pass. Here's Earp. Earp lost sight of it, but picks it right back up. In the slot, his shot is blocked, and he'll pick it back up. Feeds the far point. Quick tap back pass. Earp with good speed around the defense. He'll shoot that one and score. Oh, what a move. Oh, Nilly.
I don't know if he was really expecting to shoot that, but he definitely got the great shot off. Hit the back post on that one. But what a great work there by the Hilltoppers.
Ian Earp, second of the night, 27th of the season, and it's 3-3 with 12:02 left here in the third period.
Wow.
That was a nice move by Ian Earp, and Michael Moe could not get the glove on that one as it was sent to the blocker side.
This just might be a game where the last one scores just might win this one, huh?
Yeah, Plaza with it now for DC Everest. Left wing dish to Borel. Top line out now for the Evergreens. Puck back behind the net. John Gargaro off the tap. Races on as Bingham will try to get there in time, but he'll end up picking it up anyway. Centering pass, though, was not on target for Bennett Hudson, and Borel will just work it off the wall. That's sent ahead there by Mike Sackman. Here comes Plaza with a shot up high, and Joe Witt saves it up against the chest protector. 11:20 left here in the third period. 3-3 the score. We got a great one here.
Yeah, Hilltoppers doing a really great job at controlling the puck right now. You know, and believe it or not, I was going to say this a little bit earlier, but one of the things that the Hilltoppers, you know, this game would probably be totally different. If the Hilltoppers, they've had more chances, but they just kind of missed their shots, and I think they've missed some good opportunities. But right now, you know, I kind of like this game we got it going right now.
Havlicek picked Jaglinski's pocket. He'll try to do it again. Pinned up against the near boards, and he'll get it out of there. That's Janke. Sent it towards the net, blocked out in front. Jaglinski and Oberweiser went to the corner. Oberweiser won that battle and sent it out, but now it'll be a race as Griffin Trainer going to try to pick it up on the other side. He was unable to do that. Sam Last, though, fouls it up and lost it there at the near circle. Now it's DC Everest losing the puck in the neutral zone and sent on in by the Hilltoppers. They wanted a line change. With 10:33 left here in the third period. We got a 3-3 hockey game. Best Hilltopper game we've had so far on the Cooley Region Sports Network for the fans out there.
Yeah, probably one of the better games that I've seen in the past 2 seasons, actually. You know, last year we had a couple good games against the Avalanche.
The West Salem game was playoff game was a thriller. No question about that.
Yep.
A sectional
but
semifinal.
This is right up there, I'd have to say.
Yeah, that's a good one. Face off of the near circle. One there by Babyars. There's Allard with a shot, and that was blocked. In the corner, Borel. Drops it there to Plaza. He'll send it back near side, Babyars. Picked up in the slot there by Tyler Ebner. Ebner to Earp, and then poked away nicely on defense there by Mike Sackman. Here comes Borel. Centering pass. Nice job by John Gargaro to steal that one. Softly taps it up off the near boards. Earp skated past the biscuit. Now it bounces, trickles. John Gargaro with a nice job, kicks it to the stick. He'll take it left wing, cross the line. Gargaro shot, soft one on net. Glove saved by Michael Moe with 9:55 left here in the third period. 3-3 hockey game.
no matter what happens in this game right now, Coach Ebner's got to be very pleased, especially with his team's conditioning right now, being able to handle this team and stick with this team as long as they have so far. And that's one of the things that you definitely got to have to be in the back of your mind going towards the late end of the season.
Ian Earp with 2 goals in this hockey game. He now has 27 for the season, leads the team. Puck picked up here by DC Everest. They tried to clear the first time, couldn't. Back on the stick of Isaac Shiro. Shiro loses it now. Pocket picked by Tepp, but then he had it knocked off his stick there by Grant Dennis. Tepp again gets poked there at the blue line. And back and forth they go. Here's Tepp again. Tepp from the far circle poked as Derek Tomczyk got his stick in front of it. Now it's a battle along the end boards. Luke Tepp in the corner. Tries to come off the wall with it. To Cody Hogum, shot on a screen, blocked in front. Might have hit the back of Bennett Hudson. It'll be a race. Brendan Gargaro back into the Hilltopper zone with Chris Sackman. He wins that battle, and Bryce Bingham gives it a ride behind the net. Brendan Gargaro had a puck bounce off the corner board there on him as he's tied up along the end boards. Centering pass comes right off the skate of Derek Tomczyk, picked up now by Bryce Bingham. Bingham's pass, a little too far for Luke Tepp. Now it's Michael Plaza who sent it ahead and quickly dropped right back in by the Hilltoppers. Line changes, Bryce Bingham gets off. Earp out there now with Lubinsky, Blank, John Gargaro, and Tyler Ebner. Dumped in by Onalaska. Up to Borrell, left wing. Outlet pass knocked down by Tyler Ebner. He'll take it in across the line, left wing. Ebner had it poked away, and the Evergreens knock it right back into the neutral zone. Here's a race back. Caleb Blank and Babyars, and they collide. Babyars went down in the slot. Up ahead comes Ebner. That poked away. Nice defensive play there by Bryce Dively. Now Tyler Ebner again, trying to set the play up. Locked up at 3 apiece. In the corner, they work it back to the near point. John Gargaro. Top of the far circle. There's Caleb Blank. Shot saved there by Mo. And then cleared back across the Hilltopper blue line. 7:40 left here in regulation. We're tied up 3-3. Shots even up at 23 apiece.
I don't know if Mo saw that one all that well.
Here's Griffin Trainer. Quick tap pass off the wall. Sam Lass with it now. Along with Oberweiser, they come across the line right wing. Sam Lass then taps it to the near corner. Oberweiser tries to get position, but it's DC Everest getting the puck first. They'll take it up the right side. Poked away nicely. Brendan Gargaro flip dumps it towards the net, just wide, near side. Avery Allard then, dish behind the net. Connects with Mike Sackman. Sackman went right wing with it. But Brendan Gargaro disrupting play. Gargaro behind the net. He'll center it. Went off the back of a skate there, just on the doorstep, but the Evergreens were there and got into the neutral zone with it and dropped quick across. Quick shifts here for the Hilltoppers right now.
Boy, the back checking of the Hilltoppers is it's just phenomenal right now.
Havlicek works it back behind the net up to Bingham. Bingham then cross ice pass to Havlicek. Havlicek takes it into the neutral zone. There's nobody on left wing to take that pass, though. But here's a 2-on-1 chance for the Hilltoppers. Bennett Hudson with Tepp in the slot. Tepp shot. Oh, it just hit the pad. He didn't get what he wanted on that one. Oh, Tepp kind of whiffed on that. Here he is taking it to the slot. Back to the blue line. Havlicek drops it in off the near corner. Bennett Hudson throws the body around. Now they'll crash and bang again as Hudson went down to a knee. Babyars with it now with a flip dump. And he'll knock it across the Onalaska blue line. Back to get it is Havlicek. 6:05 left here in the third period. 3-3 to score.
I think Tepp wants that one back that he just missed there.
I bet he does. Here comes Bryce Bingham with speed. Up right wing. He's going to get hit, but he keeps going. Eventually he lost control, but he gets it back. Now he'll take it behind the net. Wrap around stuff attempt. And he thought he had it in, but Michael Moe has that post covered. And play stops with 5:48 left here in the third period. 3-3 to score. Shots 25-23. Two-shot advantage here for the Hilltoppers now.
Boy, the Hilltoppers are just dominating this period right now. I don't think there's anything about it right now, but it is just absolutely dominating. Their speed is working very well. They're not getting separated off the puck as much as they were in the first two periods, but the Hilltoppers are just outworking them again right now.
Attack zone time is definitely there here for the Hilltoppers. As you said, Timmy, the third period has definitely been more in their favor. Here's Oberweiser, centering pass. Oh, he had Trainer, but no, deep is Brendan Gargaro that hit a body in front, went up and out of play as the Hilltoppers continue to give themselves opportunities.
Yep, the puck stays in the zone, so it obviously went off a DC Everest player. So that keeps the Hilltoppers in advantage here.
This time it's DC Everest winning the draw. Collision there along the penalty box area. Falling down was Isaac Shiro. Now Brendan Gargaro in the corner. He'll send it up, then a cross ice pass into the neutral zone. Good intentions to at least get it out of the end there. And that bounces off the back of a skate at the blue line. Picked up now by the Hilltoppers. Here's Austin Lebinsky. He takes it in across the line. Lebinsky wrist shot and a kick save. He didn't get a lot of it, but Michael Moe was still able to get a piece of it to keep it from going in. Nice shot by Lebinsky.
Kind of a rolling puck there on Michael Moe.
Lebinsky drops it back to Caleb Blank. 4:55 left here. 3-3 the score. Here comes Caleb across the line. Caleb's got one goal tonight. He'll take it. Backhand one-timer. Oh, Lebinsky couldn't finish it on the other side, but a nice play by Caleb Blank. And here comes DC Everest to the flip dump all the way down.
Yeah, DC Everest is just flipping the puck out of the zone right now, just trying to stay alive here. And I think this all goes right back to the conditioning of the Hilltoppers right now, because the Hilltoppers are definitely beating them with their legs. Icing
is the call. And the face-off back of the near circle. Good crowd here for this one for the Onalaska Hilltoppers.
The crowd really getting into this.
Oh, it scores! A hat trick for Ian Earp as he shot that one from the top of the near circle. And it's 4-3 Onalaska Hilltoppers leading here at the Omni Center with 4:36 left. Oh my, he's on fire.
Ian Earp getting that puck off the win off the face-off and just taking him snipe and going far side. And Michael Moe is just furious with himself right now.
Ian Earp is on fire. Make it number 28 of the season, the hat trick. Here that comes Borrell quickly for DC Everest, working at end boards to the far side. Then he'll fire it back to the point. Here's Allard now. He makes a quick decision, sends it to the slot, but Plaza will go to the corner now after he couldn't get control of it. Now Baby Yars takes a hit. He'll continue to chase. He'll send it to the top of the far circle, but Bryce Bingham is there to pick it off. And Bennett Hudson couldn't move with it. Look out, here comes Allard. Cross the line. Allard shot. Oh, Joe gets a piece of it, knocks it to the near corner. We got a thriller here, folks. 4:03 remaining in the third period. 4-3 Onalaska leading. Now in the corner, it's John Gargaro. He then gets it to Bryce Bingham, tries to clear. Allard holds it into the near point. Shot in front of that one was steered off a skate, directed to the far boards. Now Plaza couldn't control it, and Luke Tepp tries to get out of the zone, can't. And then it's dropped back in end boards. John Gargaro will pick it up. 3:40 left in the third period. 4-3 Onalaska. That'll be sent down all the way by the Hilltoppers. Icing will be the call. 3:33 left. Face-off coming back towards Joe Witz. You got your money's worth here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Of course, you don't have to pay for it, so. But we say that anyway because, boy, it's something I'd paid for.
Boy, this has just been a great game. Out of all the games so far that I've watched this year, this has been one of the better games in all the hockey that I've seen.
I completely agree with you, Timmy. Hey, dandy. Here's the Evergreens trying to make something happen in the zone, but Brendan Gargaro does a nice job. He'll skate back behind his own netminder and give that a ride. Not quite out, but Oberweiser whips it off the wall. Sam Last with a nice dish to Griffin Trainer. Trainer back. Oh, he just misses Sam on the other side. And now it's Oberweiser. His pass stolen away, but he'll get it right back. Cam Oberweiser, backhand shot saved by Moe. And behind the net Last. This line has been very productive. Havlicek gives it a ride. Here's Sam Last again behind the net. Last pushes it to the corner. Griffin Trainer now with it. Tries to go back to Last. Puck squirts to the top of the far circle. Controlled by DC Everest. But not for long as Brendan Gargaro picks it up again. He'll send it on net. Save again by Moe. 2:37 left here in the third period. 4-3 Onalaska Hilltoppers lead. Collision there in the neutral zone. Picked back up by Allard. Avery Allard with the puck. Trying to get around the defense. Caleb Blank stopped him. Now they're both trying to figure out where the puck is. Blank races behind along with John Gargaro. John gets there first, then it's sent up right into the bench, almost hitting Dean Lonsborough there. Tyler Ebner maybe not liking something Dean said to him in practice. I don't know.
That's kind of funny because Coach Ebner is kind of laughing there, and Dino's giving kind of the young Ebner a stink eye.
Ian Earp with a hat trick in this game tonight. There's a Allard quick shot. Joe Witz makes the save and does not give up the rebound. He covers it up with the mitt right after it popped off his pads.
Great job by the Hilltopper defense of clearing him out of the net there. All good and legal there, but it's something that you got to do. You got to protect your goalie because he took a couple extra swats at him.
2:14 remaining here in the third period. Lebinsky wins the draw for the Hilltoppers. John Gargaro pushes it to the corner. The Evergreens get there quickly. Some crashing and banging as Burrell trying to feed the point. It'll go all the way back across the line, picked up by Derek Tomczyk. Tomczyk then got it up, and they'll work it up on a lead pass. Here comes Baby Yars with it. Baby Yars will shoot. That's blocked off the leg of John Gargaro. Now in comes Plaza in the corner. He can't control it either. Hilltoppers with it. 1:47 left. Sent up right wing. Lebinsky couldn't pick it up. Now it's Burrell with it. Brady Burrell sent it in. Joe Witz plays it behind the net. Hilltoppers with it. He'll flip, dump it down. And let's see if Michael Moe plays it. He does. He'll send it off the corner. And it's just Hilltoppers there as Luke Temp. He'll take his time along the boards. Plaza gives him a ride into the far dasher. Tries to dig it out. And now the puck comes again to the end boards. Hilltoppers hustling right now. Here's Temp, feeds the far point. John Gargaro back to Temp. Temp gets a little bit of a ride into the boards there, and then the shot by Caleb Blank is blocked by Brady Burrell. Here's space. Baby Yars with it now. Baby Yars in the high slot. Shifty moves. He'll work it back behind the net. John Gargaro on him. 53 seconds remain. Pass to the slot. Now here's Allard. His shot goes off a body in front. That was Bennett Hudson. Puck in the near corner now. Here's Allard. Centering pass. Open net right now with the goaltender yanked and cleared back into the neutral zone. It's on the stick of Chris Sackman now. Sackman with 37 seconds left. Dropped in quickly here by DC Everest, then flipped right back out of the zone. Gloved by Allard. He'll take it across the line. Avery Allard then, nice drop pass. It was right to Austin Shiro, but he couldn't do anything with it. Now Bryce Bingham will whip it off the wall, and the puck will go all the way down into the DC Everest zone with 20 seconds
not
remaining.
Not going to make icing either.
Here it comes. It's Chris Sackman with it. Stretch pass, throw it away. Lebinsky with a wide open gaping net. Austin Lebinsky shoots and scores, and this one is iced here at the Omni Center with 13 seconds left in regulation. Austin Lebinsky gets the empty netter, and it is a great afternoon for the Onalaska Hilltoppers.
Boy, I have to say, though, this is all partly due to the fans here at the Omni Center. This is, you've been covering the Hilltopper games for at least 3 years now, and I think this is probably the liveliest I've ever heard this arena.
I've been covering them since 2001, and this is one of the louder crowds. I mean, I've seen this place when it's been absolutely packed wall to wall for playoff games, but they're definitely riled up. Here's the Hilltoppers back in their own end with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and a big victory here. The final 3 regular season games, and they have knocked off a very good DC Everest team here at the Omni Center. Final score 5-3, and the Hilltoppers gather together here and celebrate a victory. A victory that, Timmy, when we were talking before the game, we looked at DC Everest, we looked at the matchup, and we looked at what has happened here against some of the tougher teams at the Omni Center, and we thought this was going to be a real tough one for the Hilltoppers, but they got gutsy in that third period and really pulled it away.
Well, I think this all boils down to, I think, the conditioning. The Hilltoppers just had them on the run this entire third period, and you could tell it, in the DC Everest team, they were just trying to get rid of the puck, get the puck out of the zone just so they can get off the ice. And obviously you're not going to get a win that way, but kudos to the Hilltoppers. Because this is one of those games where you just kind of wonder, the strength of their schedule, if they're really going to be up for a team like this. And they proved us, and they proved a lot of people wrong, I think, today.
They are now 17-3-0, and the DC Everest Evergreens are 11-10-0 on the season. We'll be back with your post-game show coming up high school hockey here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Builders Flooring in Onalaska is the place to go for the best selection of wood flooring, tile, natural stone, carpet, laminate, and vinyl. Builders Flooring is conveniently located at 1009 2nd Avenue Southwest, just north of Nutbush in Onalaska. The expansive showroom is open to the public Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, or by calling 608-779-5366 for a special after-hours or weekend appointment. Builders Flooring in Onalaska is a proud supporter of Coulee Region Athletics. Builders Flooring, flooring experts, so you don't have to be.
Hi, this is Mike, and I'm with Scott the Culligan Man. And Scott, I have a friend who has a dishwasher that's 16 years old. It looks brand new.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, and she's had Culligan conditioned water in her house since they built it. You know, if your dishwasher's not working like you think it should, it's probably your water. Give us a call. We'll come out and test it and tell you for sure.
Take them up in their $10 a month, 6-month home trial, limited time offer.
Hey, Culligan Man. Culligan, better water, pure and simple.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm the owner of Howie's, and I love talking to my guests, and I love making new friends.
I've always enjoyed the food that has been served, and I would highly recommend anybody to come down. You can bring your family here. It's family-oriented. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. Chicken nachos are yummy.
Even if you've been to Howie's, you've never been to Howie's.
Oh my God, I love Howie's. I love what they did with the place. It's a wonderful place to hang out with your friends.
La Crosse's new favorite restaurant, Howie's on La Crosse Street.
Ebner Properties of La Crosse is a proud supporter of hockey in the Coulee region and a great state of Wisconsin. Whether it's at the youth, high school, AAA, elite, junior, or college level, furthering the growth of hockey is the mission. Ebner Properties would like to wish all of our area teams at all levels the very best this season. Remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Quote from the great one, Wayne Gretzky.
Welcome to the CRSN postgame show, brought to you by the AAA Western Wisconsin Blue Devils. Now, here with a wrap-up of all the action, Rick Franke.
These are the kind of postgame shows I love to do, especially when you see a game like that. Best game we've seen all season long, without any question, Timmy. Gotta love it. And let's go to the bench right now, and I gotta be a very happy head coach in Tim Ebner after the boys' effort in that third period. Let's give us your take on what you thought, because boy, we were so impressed with the guts that the guys came out with in the third period.
Well, we've kind of shown that all year. We've had to come back in a few games where we were down in the third period, or we hadn't been playing well and stuff, and had to fight back. And the guys have done that all year, so it's been pretty good that way. We knew going in, if we could stay 5-on-5 and stay out of the penalty box, we were going to have some chances anyways, and we were able to do that. As long as, like I said, as long as we stayed 5-on-5, we were going to be okay. We just couldn't keep taking penalties.
Ian Earp with the hat trick tonight, now 28 goals on the season. And the guys just getting it done. Joe Witt's coming up huge with some big saves there in the third. And for Joe, Joe can have great moments, and Joe can have some not so great moments. And we've seen the roller coaster. But tonight, he was rock solid against a rock solid team, and he got the job done.
Yeah, he just has to settle in. He gets himself pretty wound up tight before games against big teams like this. So if we just settle him down and he sees some shots early, he'll be fine. I thought we did a great job in the third period of not giving them much through the neutral zone, and they didn't have many odd man rushes. I don't know if they had one or maybe one in the third period. So when we are able to do that and we limit those odd man rushes, we keep a third guy in a position to help the defenseman. It allows those guys to stay a little bit more aggressive, and you were able to see what that does tonight.
Hey, Coach, I don't know if you saw this, but I think what we were talking up here earlier, though, is that, kudos to your guys' conditioning, because I actually think you guys just flat out beat them with your conditioning. You were there a lot more stronger than they were in the third period there.
Well, part of that has to do with just how, they were running two lines, and we've seen that before with 7, 14, and 16. They've done that in the games we've watched where they run two lines, and with us having two lines that we could put either one of our Lubinsky line or our Tep line against them, which gave the other line a little bit of a rest. So we were able to do that, and then we would be able to put Sam Lass's line out there against their other line. So it really helped us that way. We also had a hard week too. I mean, we didn't have games, but Tuesday, Wednesday, we just went at it really, really hard on the ice. They lifted early in the morning on Thursday. I think it was Thursday. We lifted at 6 a.m. and ski had them on a pretty hard lift schedule. So I was happy with the game today.
I was going to say Oberweiser, Lass, and Trainer. I thought that line did a fantastic job whenever they were out there.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's one of those deals where we talk about all the time, know your role and do your job. They knew what their role was today, and they did their job.
You know, hey, Coach, they worked you guys pretty good for the first 2 periods, working you guys, separating you guys from the puck and stuff like that. You know, you guys, you guys stayed in there. And, of course, obviously, like you said, I think that had a lot to do with guts. And I think, you know, from beginning to end, you guys stayed in there. You guys stayed in your game. And obviously, you're going to be very proud with that.
Absolutely. You know, it's nice to go in with a win against a team like this into the seeding meeting tomorrow. You know,
puffed out chest.
I figured as much.
Well, it helps because if you know, Rapids got beat by these guys a week ago, so they got beaten overtime. I think 4-3, 5-4, something like that. So with us going into it with a win like this, where we should be hopefully a number 2 seed, worst case scenario with a win like this.
So
today.
where do you sit down at a Denny's with the rest of the coaches and then decide
put the boxing gloves on,
pick the brackets? I mean, do you buy for Dean Lonsborough? Because if you have to buy at Denny's for Dean, it may get a little too expensive for you.
No, we got a pretty good sectional as far as that's concerned. You know, we go to Toma tomorrow at noon, and we'll sit down and go through it all. The hard part is there's always somebody that's not happy with their seed, but for the most part it goes pretty well, and you know, we go out afterwards and kind of have one or two with the group, and it allows us coaches to get a little closer
soda
together.
Pops, right? Soda pops?
Soda pops. That's
I know
exactly it.
We're going to watch it play out tomorrow, but odds are it'd probably be Wisconsin Rapids 1, Onalaska 2, Baraboo Portage 3, and West Salem 4.
You know, that's an option. I mean,
he's so politically correct. You can never get him to, you know.
Well, the problem is
Bugenhagen,
he still has to sit down with these guys
when we used to put Bugenhagen on the mic, he'd say crazy stuff.
Well, yeah, that's not going to be me crazy coming out of my mouth. But the fact of the matter is, you just don't know how somebody else is looking at the game. There's so many different ways you can evaluate teams, and you know, you have the 2 polls, you have the U.S. Hockey Online, you have the stack rankings, you have head-to-head competition, all those things that you look at.
Hey, Coach, one last thing from me, though. Was this something that that your boys came out today, and this was something that they knew that they just really wanted to, prove to the world, just how decent you guys are?
Well, they want to make a statement that they're a good hockey team. It's been up and down for us this year. You know, we've had some runtime games this year, a bunch, and things. So it's kind of how do you get up and play at a pace that you need to play at when you bring in a pretty good team to play. And we've been able to do that a little bit this year. We stumbled a couple times this year doing it, and today, the guys know going in, we got a heck of a next 3 games, including this weekend, with going up against the goalie we went up with today, going up against Julian on Tuesday, and then coming back with Botcher on Friday. And all 3 goalies are excellent goaltenders, so it's a matter of, the guys are up for challenges. They like being challenged, and so far they've been able to step up when we've needed it.
And Coach, this is all going to be part of the end of the year banquet movie too today. So that
a lot of cameras
that
in
might have
town.
played in. I saw Earp jump to the camera, the GoPro camera.
Well, the point being is that I'm glad this is over, because between me and Coach Lonsborough trying to keep cool while all these cameras are around us all the time, we don't like that.
You come on now.
You guys come up with hand signals then? I didn't see any intrusive hand signals.
Deansy, I know you have to worry about, but I didn't think I'd have to worry about you.
No, it's sad to say Dean and I are on the same page sometimes, and that's not good.
Hey, it's only natural. It's what happens in the heat of the moment.
I guess.
All right. Hey, congratulations on a great win.
Thanks, guys.
Great job, Coach.
Timmy Ebner, head coach, Onalaska Hilltoppers, obviously elated on how his team finished up this game today, and I thought they definitely had the edge, and they were eventually able to break loose offensively and control play in that third.
Yeah, and like I said, I truly believe this had a lot to do with their conditioning. Coach Ebner alluded to that. They only pretty much ran 2 lines, but even still, though, obviously that just goes to show you that the Hilltoppers, and we have talked about it before, especially if you look at the stats. The Hilltoppers do have depth. They've got speed, and they've got some skill, especially with their younger players.
We have more hockey for you coming up on Tuesday on the Coulee Region Sports Network. We'll head to La Crescent for the first time on the Coulee Region Sports Network. We had that game scheduled originally with West Salem and La Crescent, but because of the weather, like we've seen so many times, we weren't able to do that one. So we're going to have La Crosse versus La Crescent right here on the Coulee Region Sports Network Tuesday night, 7:15 pregame. Myself and Timmy Cope will have the call for you. And then I believe we've got basketball action on Thursday. I believe it's going to be Westby against West Salem And Scotty Grant and Colin Walsh will have the call that one. Then we'll be back here on Friday. You will not be, but we will have a special guest, I'm certain, as University School is in town to take on the Hilltoppers for their regular season finale. We hope you enjoyed today's webcast. We'll be back here again in a little bit, Timmy, as we got the Cooley Region Chill tonight, looking for a weekend sweep against the Minnesota Wilderness. That'll be on fasthockey.com. Thank you so much for Timmy Colt, my partner. I'm Rick Franke. Have a great rest of your day.
We hope you enjoyed our coverage on the Cooley Region Sports Network. All of the action has been delivered in part by Ebner Properties, proud supporter of Cooley Region Athletics. Cole Coble Allstate Insurance Agency of Onalaska. You're in good hands with Allstate. Cooley Bank, bank with confidence. Western Wisconsin Blue Devils AAA Hockey. Sports viewing venue. Coverage on CRSN has also been brought to you by Jones Construction. Call Phil for your home improvement project today. 386-8292. Builders Flooring. Flooring experts so you don't have to be. Smokey's Bar and Grill in Holman and Spillway Pub in Onalaska. Home of the Monster Mug. AAA Junior Chill. Culligan of La Crosse. Better water, pure and simple. And Radio 1 Broadcast School. Check them out online at radio1school.com. Cooley Region Sports Network. You're not just hearing the game, you're seeing the game on your laptop, on your phone, and on your flat screen TV. CRSN, live and archived, and anywhere you can get the World Wide Web. CRSN.